Company.com.
Hey Pirate fans, it's time to get that yard done right with the new John Deere mower from Quality Equipment. Our premium lawn care lineup is what every homeowner needs this spring. A John Deere will change the way you mow with easy-to-use attachments, effortless steering, and intuitive controls. Right now, save up to $700 on X300, X500, and X700 series mowers. Learn more at QualityEquip.com and get quality done right. Offer ends 10/29/21. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
It's bow time. It's the same song, different tune. The family debates dinner, but all you're craving is a double serving of aspirin. So drop a big bow box on that pack of picky eaters. Cause when you can get 8 pieces of chicken with 4 made-from-scratch biscuits, 2 fixins, and tea, dinner's easier than hitting mute on the group chat. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Have you stopped doing your favorite activity due to chronic aches and pains? Let Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab help. They provide regenerative injection therapy that can help with osteoarthritis, joint pain, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab will help you get back into the groove. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2245 Stantonsburg Road, across from the hospital. Call 215-9294 for an appointment today.
Hi, this is Karen Staten with AG Home Solutions. Thinking of remodeling? We are your one-stop shop for all your home design needs. Our AG Home Solutions design team has over 25 years of experience. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? Looking to upgrade your cabinets, countertops, tile, or flooring? The Design Center is open to all homeowners and contractors. Call us for an appointment. Visit agshomesolutions.net and mention Pirate Radio to receive a $100 discount through the end of August. AG Home Solutions, turning your remodeling dreams into reality.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome boat prices from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple!
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello and welcome into a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930. You can also check us out online at pr927fm.com. We are streaming there, and we are available to watch on Facebook Live and on YouTube. We've got some in-studio guests coming up today on the program. All of our guests today include Malcolm Gray from ECU Baseball Media Relations. East Carolina has a new coaching hire. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the roster turnover following the Major League Baseball draft, and more ECU baseball with Malcolm Gray. Also, take a look ahead to the second half of the Major League Baseball season. One game tonight, Yankees-Red Sox get us going for post-All-Star Game baseball, and then everybody will be in action coming up Friday, including the Baltimore Orioles right here on Pirate Radio. We'll talk some MLB and ECU with Malcolm Gray coming up in about 20 minutes or so. The big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, joins us at around 3:40. We will preview the AFC South. How far can the Titans and Colts go in 2021? What will the debut of Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence look like in Jacksonville? And can the Texans win one game in 2021? We'll talk about those topics and more coming up with Jeff Nadu in hour number 1. Hour 2, Stephen Igoe, Hoist the Colors, will join us inside the Pirate Radio studios. A ton to talk about with Igoe because we have some new basketball signees to talk about with Joe Dooley's squad. and also dive into our offensive line and tight end position preview. We got a lot of tight ends to talk about. We have an O-line to discuss as well. What will the starting five look like on that offensive line? Who are the key backups? Who are the key newcomers? We'll dive into that with Igoe coming up in hour number 2 of today's show. In hour 3, Troy D will be alongside. We'll talk to Scooter, Scott Rogers from Greenville Little League. He'll join us to talk about all of the fantastic Greenville Little League All-Star teams that have won championships or vying to win championships. We'll get you up to date on all that with Scooter and have more with Troy D in hour 3. So the show looks like that. Also, we'll take your comments. You can chime in on Facebook Live and on Twitter. And had a lot of feedback on yesterday's show, mostly regarding animals and celebrity deaths. But if you'd like to talk sports or any other topic, you can do that with us right here on Pirate Radio Live. We have, as we get to the rundown, we got some breaking Panthers news. Chandler Honeycutt. 1 minute ago, Adam Schefter tweeted out that the Panthers and offensive tackle Taylor Moton have agreed to a mammoth 4-year, $72 million extension that includes $43 million guaranteed. So a big deal today to beat the franchise deadline. Taylor Moton will be a Panther for a little while longer.
Awesome.
You like that?
Yes.
You like that?
I like that.
Okay.
And do we not agree? Well, I do agree. He's a great offensive tackle for us on the right side, and we got a guy in Brady Christensen in the 3rd round, which I think was a steal in this year's draft, to complement him on the left side. So we actually, as Panther Nation, have been waiting for this news for a while now, because it's very well deserved for Taylor Moton. Has done a very good job for the Panthers since he's entered the league for the past few years.
Panthers have had some success on the right tackle side.
Yeah.
It's that left tackle side that has been the revolving door, right?
Right, yeah. So Taylor Moton really the only bright spot of the offensive line, because as we all know, especially Panther fans, that the offensive line has been a weak spot on this roster, but Taylor Moton definitely is the anchor of that offensive line right there at the right tackle position, and glad to hear that. This is news to me. I haven't heard it all day, but
just came out by Shefty.
But yeah, so great to hear that he'll be a Panther for a little while longer.
4 more years for Taylor Moton, 1 more year for a couple of Pirates, and that begins today's rundown. Cliff Godwin and a lot of folks tweeting out today that they were happy that Bryson Worrell will be in center field for 1 more year for the East Carolina baseball team. Bryson went undrafted, had an opportunity to move on, but he will be back with the Pirates, and that is a great thing. He has shown his defensive prowess out in center field, leaping over and beyond the fence, robbing home runs, making diving catches. He also has shown that when he squares one up, he can hit it 475 feet. So he just hasn't had that consistency. We talked about that with Igoe when he joined us on Tuesday. But Bryson Worrell will be back patrolling center field for another year for the Pirates. Also, 1 more year on the basketball side of things. Stephen Igoe tweeting out yesterday that J.J. Miles will stick around for 1 more year, getting that extra year, and he will take advantage of that extra year and return to the ECU basketball team. Much like Bryson, he's had games where he's been lights out from 3. He's also had games where he could not hit a 3. So we're talking about a couple of guys with a lot of potential. Rick Smith doesn't like that word potential. Potential means you just ain't done it yet, as he would say.
Take potential and put it up.
Stick it up your kazoo.
Your kazoo, yeah. Kazoo or gazoo? Kazoo. Both of these guys have potential. Both of them have yet to put it together consistently. But
we are excited to have them back to fulfill that potential.
Definitely. You've got a leader in Bryson Worrell who's been around the program for a long time. That is invaluable. And also, the spurts of production he has shown. You just hope that he can put that together for a full season, and maybe he can.
And we've seen it in the past, and he definitely has the potential to do it in the future, but he swings dingers.
He is a guy that can be swinging dingers at times, we've seen.
Oh. Sorry. Swinging dingers?
Thank you, Shirley.
Sorry, I didn't have the pot up.
That's worth the wait. Were you taking a tinkle? We'll get to that.
I like to take a tinkle.
We'll get to that in a moment. Giannis last
Was that
night.
supposed to be fun?
Yes, Mully.
Yes, Mully.
Stop asking me. Quit asking.
So quit asking.
Guy, pal, trust me, you're not that guy.
We got to get Nick Saban quit asking now. That's going to be. Do that again, Chandler.
So quit asking.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, and J.J. Miles back as well. So a couple of guys back for another year for ECU Athletics, baseball, and hoops. All right, Cleveland Indians love some Pirates. They drafted Trey Benton. They drafted Gavin Williams, and they have reportedly signed Seth Cadell. So a little bit of a Cleveland battery now with Gavin and Cadell, and also Benton and Cadell. And we saw his power numbers soar in 2021, and hoping he can find a landing spot there with the Tribe. Your thoughts? You don't have any?
No, not really. And I think I did see reports that he will not be coming back to East Carolina. He is going to take a shot at a professional career. But, yeah, so he adds on to the list of Pirates in the Indian organization, along with Gavin Williams, who got drafted 23rd overall, and Trey Benton, who's already in the organization as we speak.
Everything we talk about, it adds another question for me to ask Igoe later in the show. Remind me to ask him about the catcher position for ECU baseball moving forward without Seth Cadell.
Talking to Gavin Williams the other night, by the way, he is very excited to get a chance to kind of talk to Trey Benton and get some, some tips and tricks from him, who's already been in the situation before. So he's very excited for that opportunity.
Shirley, another night, another Burley bomb, or as it says on the rundown, Burleson Bombson. We're going with the Springfield Cardinals Twitter dad joke theme there.
Jeez.
Sorry, it's cringeworthy, but it's right up my alley. So.
Yep, he hit home run number 17 last night, so that was back-to-back nights that he has gone yard. As a matter of fact, I believe that was his only hit of the night, so he was 1 for 5 last night for Springfield. So I don't know where that puts him in all of the minors. I do know that yesterday the stat was he was 4th in all of the minor leagues as far as home runs go. I don't know if that bumps him up another slot or if he still remains in 4th, but that's pretty impressive considering just how big the minor league system is and a lot of those prospects.
No doubt. He is continuing to mash another home run, swinging dinger for Alec Burleson last night.
Swinging dingers?
From the Springfield Cardinals. Also, shout out to Carson Wisenhunt. And we'll hear Darren Vaught went one-on-one with Carson Wisenhunt last night after his performance. We'll hear that later in the show. But how about Wiz last night? 4 strikeouts in 3 scoreless innings. His strikeout to, however you want to put it, K through 9, K through 1 single inning. Strikeouts per at-bats, per batter's face, per innings is phenomenal for Carson Wisenhunt. It was that way for East Carolina. It has been that way for Team USA as well as the Team USA product. Unfortunately, they're only playing basically inter-squad games this year, USA versus USA, but he is facing some of the best players across college baseball.
Young talent in college baseball.
And he has performed well. We'll hear from Wiz coming up later on in the program. Shout out to him. Any other summer or minor league, Shirley? I know I didn't ask you to get anything today.
No, I didn't see anything that stood out to me other than Burley going yard. I know a lot of teams actually took the day off yesterday, which is a little unusual. Most of the time they take the Monday of the week off and not Wednesday, but a lot of the teams took Wednesday off instead. So.
Maybe some teams still getting with the All-Star break and all that stuff, getting the schedule situated.
That's probably what it is, but have not seen anything pop up in reference to minor league baseball. So, but I'll have it I'll have an update tomorrow, I'm sure.
All right, moving along. HV3 at the Open. I believe there is still some golf going on live. Harold Varner III, even par today.
Sweet.
Very good showing.
Over in Sandwich.
Yeah, in Sandwich because
Sandwich. He shoots an even round, and that puts him 6 shots behind the leader, who is
Louis
Oosthuizen. Louis Oosthuizen in the lead at 6 under par. Of course, made a run recently at the U.S. Open that was just played.
I was trying to think about
ago.
that earlier today because we were talking about he was in the mix for a major not too long ago. I want to say it was the U.S. Open. Had a chance to actually win the U.S. Open.
John Rahm was too good.
But John, with a Rahm bomb.
Bomberson.
And then Louis Oosthuizen had a chance to tie and force a playoff, and unfortunately was not able to do so.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Yes, Molly. Shut up. Oosthuizen 6 under par. Jordan Spieth 1 shot back at 5 under. But Harold Varner III right there in the thick of things, tied for 49th because there are a ton of guys at even par, and it looks like there is still some golf going on live on the course. But a good day for HV3 has him in contention heading into day 2.
Oh, they made it tough today, too, because of the conditions. It was really windy out there. And so a lot of players wound up in the rough. And when you say rough in Sandwich, they really
the
do
course
mean
looks delicious.
Well, every
Yeah.
time you think of a British Open, you just think of like high, nasty grass.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what you got. So
I saw a lot of players today having hit shots out of that long, nasty grass today.
Tough conditions, Jeff.
Tough.
We'll talk to Cy Seymour coming
Can't
up
wait.
Friday on the show at 5 o'clock. Talk some ECU hoops. All right, NBA Finals last night. Great call, Chan Man. It did not look good for a while, but you had the Bucks last night, and they came through in the fourth quarter and got you the win and the cover. And the Giannis block will be talked about and looked at for quite a while as he came down to reject a DeAndre Ayton bunny. And Bucks picking up the win. Series tied 2 games apiece.
Yep, but it's getting interesting now, Clip. What we thought was going to be a runaway from the Suns, hold on to your horses. The Bucks are really good at home, and so now they go back to Cleveland.
Back to Cleveland. Horses in tow.
But going back to Phoenix for Game 5, it should be interesting to see who's going to take the reins here coming up on Saturday.
Impromptu spelling bee. Who wants to play, Shirley or Chandler?
I'll play.
All right, spell Phoenix.
PHOENIX.
That's correct.
That is correct. One of those weird ones, Phoenix, is how it looks. But well done putting the O before the E there, Shirley Rhodes.
Yeah, you got to be careful because it does make sense. In your head, it kind of makes sense to put the E before the O.
Well done, Zo. Last night, Giannis was asked where he went. Why did he leave the bench? Was it an injury? A family emergency?
Giannis, tell us a little bit about where you went. You went missing there for a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit where you went and what you did and where did you go?
Giannis, this was the second game in a row you went out early in the first quarter. I'm just curious what was going on there.
I wanted to, what the hell you guys say politely, I wanted to take a tinkle. A tinkle? Yeah. I wanted to take a tinkle, it came back. Yeah. That's it. That's polite, right? Yeah. Tinkle is polite, yeah. Both games. I wanted to take a tinkle, went back.
So there you go. Asked and answered.
That's so funny, man.
He had to do a number one.
I wanted to take a tinkle.
I am a big Giannis fan for what he does on the court, but also I saw a video and I retweeted it not that long ago. The Bucks' longtime announcer is retiring. He's this older dude, and he Giannis basically did like a one-on-one. He interviewed him as he was leaving, and it just kind of showed it shows how good of a person Giannis is and how almost kind of innocent he is. Like he didn't want to say the wrong word there. And but tinkle, is tinkle okay to say?
He wanted to
take a tinkle.
That's polite, right?
And he wanted to make sure it was polite.
Yeah, that's a polite way to say I went to go urinate in the bathroom.
I went to take a tinkle.
I went to take a tinkle. So a funny moment there, and then what he does on the court is absolutely amazing. So Giannis and the Bucks tying it up at 2 games apiece.
The only thing about Giannis is I wish you would hurry up on the free throws a little bit, bud.
A little bit.
I went to take a tinkle.
Well, no, yeah, that is, that and shooting in general, a weak part of his game. Everything else he does pretty well.
Driving to the basket, rebounding. I mean, with his size, it's insane, but...
Taking a tinkle.
Yeah,
all that. Yeah.
I want to take a tinkle.
I think I'm going to start using that in my everyday vernacular now.
Guys, hey, the food's delicious. Hey, do you mind passing the biscuits? Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to go take a tinkle.
I want to take a tinkle.
Shirley, what are you going to do during the break?
I want to take a tinkle.
Okay, all right. Well, that's your business. You don't have to tell us that.
Look, you sit here for 3 hours.
Keep it to yourself, Shirley.
You don't have to go.
I want to take a tinkle.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, with as much Sprite Zero as I drink in 3 hours?
Let's get a tinkle break in. We'll come back and
I want to take a tinkle.
Talk to Malcolm Gray from ECU Baseball. A lot to talk about with Malcolm. We got a new coach on the ECU Baseball coaching staff. We'll talk about the players drafted, the players that weren't drafted, what the roster looks like heading into next season, and some Major League Baseball. His Red Sox, Shirley's Red Sox in action tonight against the Bronx Bombers. All that and more on the way with Malcolm Gray when we return. Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
You can paint these peaches purple!
Classic sports moments never get old, and neither does classic food from CPW's. CPW's classic menu is back with all of your favorites like tortellini CPW's, Cajun chicken and pasta, classic lasagna, the garbage pizza, the stromboli, calzone, Atlantic salmon, the Cajun fried shrimp wrap, and more. Start every meal off with your favorite beverage and CPW's fresh baked bread and garlic butter. CPW's, serving classics in Greenville since 1995. Stanton Square near the hospital.
Down East Wood Ducks Baseball is back. Come out Friday, July 16th for the Collard Green Hat Giveaway, presented by Piggly Wiggly, free to the first 1,000 fans. Be sure to purchase your game tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or call the Wood Ducks offices at 252-686-5164. See you at Granger Stadium for Wood Ducks Baseball all season long. Go Woodies!
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
Hey Birdland, the Orioles Ticket Marketplace is the best place to score Orioles ticket deals, including single game tickets, ticket packs, special offers, and more. The Orioles Ticket Marketplace is the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way for you to purchase tickets. By using the Orioles Ticket Marketplace, you can beat the lines at the box office. This is your one-stop shop to get exclusive deals, so check back often for the latest opportunities. Don't wait. Visit the Orioles Ticket Marketplace today at Orioles.com/tickets.
This is Mike Houston, head football coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to-go. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Broad.
All right, back with you on Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk some NFL with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, in just a little bit. We got Stephen Igoe coming up in hour number 2. A lot of ECU basketball to discuss. Also, we will preview the offensive line and tight end position for East Carolina. Troy D in hour 3. We'll talk to Scooter Rogers about all the Greenville Little League All-Star teams who are performing well right now, winning state championships, vying for state titles, and more. All that coming up later on in today's show. Going to get Malcolm Gray on here in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, good day across the pond, as they say, for Harold Varner III, finishing even par in round 1 over in Sandwich at the Open, the British Open in England. So we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow. We'll talk to Granny Mark Greenheld from the Golf Shop Radio Show and have all the updates with the Open. Right now, we head out to the Fixed NC Live line and talk to Malcolm Gray, ECU Baseball Media Relations, and a reoccurring guest here on Pirate Radio Live. Malcolm, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, Cliff. How you doing today, bud?
Doing great. Baseball back tonight, Major League Baseball. I know you're excited about your Red Sox and Yankees going at it. We'll talk some Major League Baseball in a little bit during this convo, Malcolm. But let's start with East Carolina, a new coach on the Pirates coaching staff. Last week, while we were away, Austin Knight was named the new pitching coach. Of course, Jason Dietrich heading to Cal State Fullerton as the head coach. And then got some more news today, Malcolm, about a new assistant coach for East Carolina baseball.
Yeah, found out yesterday that we have hired officially David Macias, who was a volunteer assistant coach over at Vanderbilt. He had been there for 4 years, and so he's going to be coming on board, helping Coach Palumbo with recruiting. He'll be working with the Pirate catchers and outfielders, and assisting Coach Godwin in hitting and base running and stuff like that. So from all the national tweets that I've seen from people who cover college baseball, really good hire by ECU. So we've got a full staff now.
Awesome, and looking forward to another year of Pirate baseball in February. Long time between now and then, but a lot to follow, Malcolm, with what's going on with summer ball and, of course, Team USA. You've been involved in the years past with USA Baseball, and seeing what Carson Wisenhunt is doing right now is amazing. They are not playing international competition this year. It's USA versus USA. I guess you could argue Wisenhunt might be facing even tougher competition than he would if he was facing international teams. But his outing so far, Malcolm, with Team USA has been spectacular. He had another one last night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he just literally looking at the stats as we sit right now, he's had 2 starts. He's allowed 1 run over 6 innings, and he struck out 10 and just walked 1. And another good outing last night. I believe 3 scoreless and with 4 strikeouts. And if you look at the the pitching stats for the 45 guys or 44 guys that are playing for Team USA this summer, he's sitting 3rd in strikeouts, and he has 1 less appearance or 1 less start than the other 2 guys, and he's got a 1.50 ERA or 1.50 ERA. So, yeah, he's doing a great job. He's he's never really faced any of these guys any of these hitters, and the hitters really don't know him that well, so it's kind of an advantage for him. And this has got to be, it's going to be a huge confidence boost as he comes back and then working some in the fall. Probably won't do a lot in the fall, and then arguably could be the number one pitcher next year for the Pirates as we start the 2022 season.
That spot is open with Gavin Williams being drafted in the first round by the Cleveland Indians. We also saw Connor Norby's name in the second round, Baltimore Orioles drafting him, and Thomas Francisco, a member of the Cardinals organization now. And yesterday, Malcolm, last night, Seth Cadell getting an opportunity to play with the Cleveland Indians as well, joining Gavin Williams and Trey Benton. So you saw a few Pirates names go off the board here these last couple of days, and great for them. I know you enjoyed watching their careers here at ECU, and now they move on to the professional ranks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't be more excited for all four of these young men who, I call little brothers because I've seen them since they started at ECU. Heck, I even saw them when they came on their recruiting visits and things like that. And it's really great to see what Gavin was able to do this year. Arguably one of the best single-season pitching seasons ECU's ever had. He bet on himself. He came back and he's a first-round draft pick. And then what Connor Norby was able to do this year. Getting himself a second-round pick. Where, to be honest with you, a lot of people didn't even think that he would be a top 5 to 6 or 7 round pick going into the season. And then Thomas Francisco is just a pure hitter. I know one of the things that the scouts wanted him to concentrate more on is hitting. They wanted to see if he could spray and hit the ball across, around the field, not just hit home runs. Well, he did that. He has 87 hits this year. I think he finished 6th in the nation in hits. One time he was sitting right behind Connor Norby. Yeah. And then, for instance, with Seth Cadell unfortunately he didn't get drafted, but to have the opportunity to be able to play pro ball, which has been a goal of his, and it's a goal of all of these kids. He's able to start this real soon, and he's in a really good organization who likes to develop players.
Malcolm Gray joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. Shirley Rhodes keeps up with what's going on with our minor league Pirates and also our summer Wood Bat League Pirates, Malcolm. And she said yesterday, sometimes these summer league numbers are tough to find. So how much have you followed that, Malcolm? Who's having good performances right now summer-wise for East Carolina? Riley Johnson, I know we've been keeping up with him, and Starling and all those guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing, I'll take Carson away where you're able to find his stuff, but, we have a page on our website that has everybody's season stats and things like that. They're doing, above average, kind of what you expect. One individual that's apparently really taken off, who didn't actually pitch at all last year is Bradley Wilson, who plays in the Valley League, for the Waynesboro Generals. He was named to the All-Star team. And then 2 nights ago, I think, or actually the first night of the draft, was the All-Star game, and he came in and threw a clean inning of relief. So he's had a really good, summer ball experience. And, a bunch of the guys, I've followed, I've looked a little bit at Agnos and Moylan's numbers, and they're playing very well. Agnos is, playing great defensively, and, that's something we've seen, the abbreviated 2020 season and all this last year, where he makes the most unbelievable plays look so routine, and both him and Moreland have had very good success in the Cape Cod League.
Malcolm, it's amazing how many of these guys that leave East Carolina look back to their summer ball, especially between that freshman sophomore season, and credit that for their growth as a hitter, as a player. And we've heard it from Burley. He had that incredible Babe Ruth season there in the Cal Ripken League between his freshman and sophomore year. Connor Norby credited a lot of his growth to summer ball and also some heart-to-heart talks with Cliff Godwin following his freshman year going into his sophomore season. So it's an opportunity for these guys to swing the bat. There's a lot less pressure, and they return back to campus, Malcolm, for some fall ball and look like different guys. And that carries over into the next season a lot of times.
It really does, Cliff. A lot of these guys, between their, after following their freshman year, they might not have played as much as they thought they were going to play. Like a Riley Johnson didn't start a lot, but he appeared in 46 games, and that's a lot. He led the team as basically coming off the bench. Thomas Francisco, in between his freshman and sophomore year, when he was playing with the Big Train, the same team that Burleson played for, had an unbelievable season. but it's a chance for these guys to get out and play every day, and that's the huge thing about it. I mean, yeah, you're playing in wood bat leagues and things like that. You're not seeing the same pitchers that you're used to seeing every day in practice during the fall. You're seeing different people. You're learning from different people what things work for them, something you can take away to help you out. You're working with different coaches, so you get a chance to see something different. But more than anything, it's a chance to play every day, and that's what these guys need is to get out there and play every single day, so they're not, their mind's always fresh, and really that's what it is.
Talking to Malcolm Gray on the Fixed NC Live line. Malcolm, are you able to take a break, a little vacation? Are you still in baseball mode? What are you working on right now as your work duties go?
Still working baseball. Starting here. Obviously we've been very fortunate, and when you have a really good team that plays deep in the postseason, you're fortunate enough to have individuals who win awards.
Yeah.
Whether it's All-America teams, whether it's regional teams, freshman All-America teams, you have the draft. You have academic honors that are coming out now at the end of the year, and we'll have something going out tomorrow, on another academic honor. So still kind of wrapping up those things, and this year kind of a little different because the draft was in July. Typically it's in June, and it's right around the regional, super regional time. So moving it back, it kind of extended my baseball back another week or two, but hopefully starting next week, I'll turn the focus. Still be working on baseball when we have baseball stuff, but starting to turn the page and getting ready for football when the team reports. I think August 2nd, 3rd, somewhere around here. So start working on the fact book, record book, getting that stuff done, and any guys who might have preseason honors, helping out Tom McClellan with getting those things out and put up on the web so everybody knows what's going on.
It is getting close. 49 days away from kickoff. East Carolina taking on Appalachian State at Bank of America Stadium. Malcolm, let's wrap up the chat with you and talk some Major League Baseball. Your Red Sox and going at it tonight against the Yankees, the only game. All the other teams will get underway for the unofficial second half of the season on Friday. And it was I guess you look at it two ways. A good first half of the season for Boston, kind of a sluggish finish to that first half of the season, right? But they are still in first place in that AL East.
Yeah, and right now that's all that matters to me. No, yeah, they definitely surprised me, especially with not knowing what the rotation was kind of going to be. And last year Eduardo Rodriguez, didn't pitch because he had COVID, and so he didn't pitch at all. So he was able to, take some time off, but he's been I've been surprised with him. Nathan Eovaldi, Matt Barnes out of the bullpen made an all-star appearance. Then you have, Bogarts, you have Devers, and you have J.D. Martinez also made, all-star appearances as well. And then, being able to keep it together and have a 1.5 game lead going, into the all-star break. And then Chris Sale today had a rehab assignment down in Florida against one of the Orioles clubs, and he was able to throw 3 shutout innings and struck 5. So
let's talk about the trade deadline and additions, Malcolm. That would be a nice addition, getting Chris Sale back in the lineup this late in the year.
Couldn't agree more, and it doesn't cost you anything. Because,
right.
Player-wise, you're absolutely right. I was just reading an article on MLB today talking about that, like 7 to 10 things that can happen during a trade deadline, and that's one of the things that for the Red Sox is you're not giving up any pieces. You can actually go out and get a piece or two if you need, if you still need starting pitching or bullpen. But Chris Sale coming back, that's a Cy Young winner, and you'll have him pretty much fresh for a potential postseason run.
Malcolm, you're my MLB guy. We have you on how to do predictions before every season, and I don't remember you telling me the Giants would have the most wins at the All-Star break, although I'll let you off the hook on that one because I don't think anybody had the Giants being 57-32 entering the All-Star break. Incredible.
I don't think the Giants thought that.
Exactly.
To be honest with you, but they found a way to do it, and it baffles me. You look at the numbers. They're not bad, but they're winning. They're finding ways to win games. Now, it'll be interesting to see how the second half goes because you still have the Dodgers and the Padres right there. Dodgers 2 games back, Padres 6 games back, and Arizona. I think they're pretty much done. I think we say the same thing with Colorado. So you could have a 3-horse race, in the NL West as we get later in the season.
Brought up the deadline, Malcolm. What, teams like the Cubs, they have pieces they can move and pieces that are very valuable to teams trying to get over the hump and win in postseason. They are 2 games under 500 right now, 8 games back of the Brewers. You look at a team like that. Who else do you think? Who are the buyers and sellers, Malcolm, that you're going to keep an eye on here?
Well, I agree with you 100% on the Cubs. I mean, you got Chris Bryant, who will be in a free agent. His contract ends at the end of this year, so try to get something for him, even though it's going to be a rental. But you have a guy who's flexible, that can play first base, he can play third base, he can play all 3 of the outfield positions. So I think he's your number one. And he was an all-star, so he's kind of like top of the list. You also look at the Cubs. You also look at the reliever Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah.
I mean, what he's been able to do, and so he's sitting there as a potential free agent. And then there's a bunch of other, like you look at all-star players. Joey Gallo could probably help somebody.
Yeah.
You look at Nelson Cruz could probably help somebody. Adam Frazier with the Pirates might be able to help somebody. So, I see teams who could be buyers. You're looking at, obviously I think the Red Sox might be looking for somebody. Tampa could probably be looking for somebody. They might be looking for a pitcher. The White Sox, I wouldn't put it past them to try to go out and get another piece, because they're 8 games up, and if they can get that piece, they can kind of just coast into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And not have a lot of stress. Houston could probably look for a piece. They're trying to, get that nasty taste out from last year. And then, obviously we all know about years before with the trash can incident and things like that. But they're sitting 3.5 games up on Oakland right now. So even Oakland could be a team just in the American League that could be looking for some pieces.
Malcolm Gray joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. Malcolm will try to track you down here in the next few weeks, get you back in studio. We can have a longer chat because we could do this all day, but we appreciate a few minutes of your time today. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk to you again soon, bud.
Sounds good, Cliff. Thanks for having me on. Just let me know when you want to do this again, buddy.
Yes, sir. We'll do it. We got a lot of baseball to talk about down the stretch, bridging the gap to the football season, which will be here before you know it, as Troy D says. Let's take a time out. We'll come back. We'll talk some football. We'll do a little AFC South preview. Talk a little hoops as well with the big man on campus. He joins us on the other side of this timeout. More to go on Pirate Radio Live after this.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money.
Right now, everyone can get a free smartphone, whether you're a new customer or not, with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
If Jersey Mike's Turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's, because premium meat makes a sub above. At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh, because slice to order makes a sub above.
0% alcohol, 0 grams of sugar, full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero, 0 alcohol, 0 compromise.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
Anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those, but anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Hey, Troy D here for my friends at Villa Verde. If you know me, you know I love being outside, but finding a good place to eat outside can sometimes be tough. Well, our pals at Villa Verde have fixed that. Not only does Villa Verde have awesome, unique, one-of-a-kind dishes here in Greenville, they also have a brand new outside dining area. And this outside area is sweet. It's covered, you're in the shade, and cooling fans are on. Enjoy the comfort and relaxation of dining outside with our friends at Villa Verde. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. A couple of Major League Baseball players are having unreal seasons. Some thoughts next.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
Pitch here, swinging a drive, deep left field for Wins. Back to the Crawford boxes, and gone! Another two-run home run for the Orioles. Austin Wins goes deep against Garcia. Second home run of the season for Wins, and the O's are pouring it on. 13-3.
Catch all the O's action right here on Pirate Radio, your home of the Baltimore Orioles.
Can you really believe what Mets pitcher Jacob deGrom and National slugger Kyle Schwarber have done this year? Let's start with deGrom first. Entering this month, he had made 13 starts, throwing 78 innings, giving up just 30 hits while striking out 122 batters and walking just 11, and had a 0.69 ERA. Insane numbers. How did he ever lose 2 games? But he did. Speaking of insane numbers, how about Schwarber? He went on a tear last month that was unreal. He hit 12 home runs in 10 games. No one in the history of the game had ever done that. The ex-Cub had 25 home runs entering July and 261 at-bats. You can do the math. That's a little over a home run in every 10 at-bats. He's on pace to have a 50 home run season. Every once in a while, guys will have career years. It's magical when it happens, and such is the case this year for deGrom and Schwarber. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
To me, yo ho, yo ho, it's Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. University PC Care are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, it is preview season. Exciting times. We're previewing the ECU offensive line and tight ends with Stephen Igoe coming up next hour. We'll preview the AFC South and talk a little hoops right now with Jeff Nadu, the big man on campus. He joins us on the Fixed NC live line. Big man, how you doing today?
Pretty good, Cliff. How are you?
Doing great. We are one day closer to the kickoff to the football season, just 49 days away from East Carolina taking on Appalachian State, and even less days than that, week 0 kicking off the college football season with some good games this year. So we'll dive into some football, some NFL, but we'll start with hoops, Jeff, and Milwaukee winning Game 4 last night. Strong finish by the Bucks to tie the series up. I believe we talked about it, and you talked about it earlier in the week. Phoenix nearly unbeaten at home, just can't be beat when they are in front of their home fans. So with that being said, do they still have the edge here in the series despite losing the last 2 games?
I don't know. I mean, for whatever reason, they can't win. Neither team can win on the road, so I guess it's almost bound to go 7, and I guess that will, obviously lean to the Suns. Keep in mind, it's a best of 3. They get 2 out of the final 3 at home. So, yeah, I still think surely it does. I mean, they are still, 160 favorite. But, I think there's a continued concern with, this team in the fourth quarter. I mean, they were dreadful, the Suns, in Game 4. I mean, I don't know what that was. Chris Paul's not been good. DeAndre Ayton's kind of been taken out of the series a little bit. it's just been hard to watch, really, at points. I will say last night, I watch a lot of NBA. I'm generally not one to do this, but I thought the officiating was as bad as I've ever seen in the game, and that's saying something because it's usually always bad. The NBA must get a hold of this. I mean, I don't know what they're going to have to do. They're going to make some changes. I know they're going to. But, yeah, look, they 2 of the final 3 at home. Not too bad. Obviously, that bodes well for the Suns. Bucks can't win on the road.
Jeff Nadu joining us as we'll continue to follow the NBA Finals. There is other basketball about to be going on, and I love this tournament, Jeff, the basketball tournament. We've had some East Carolina Pirates participate in it in the past. We used to talk to former Pirate guard Sam Hennett quite a bit. He was a part of the NC Prodigal Sons that played years ago in this tournament. This is, if you want to see some of the stars of yesteryear from college basketball that either made it in the pros and are done now or never quite made it to the NBA, this is a tournament for you. I really like seeing the old names. And, Jeff, I know you're into this as well. We got some games coming up tomorrow, including a primetime game on ESPN. So this thing is getting bigger and bigger, Jeff, a game on ESPN2 tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So you'll be able to see some familiar faces. I know you're a big fan of this tournament too, Jeff. Any teams or players in particular you're looking forward to seeing this year?
Yeah, I'm really just waiting for the odds to come out. I think House of Pain, to me, is the best team in this tournament. Keep in mind, the best team last year, the team that won it, was Sideline Cancer. They're going to be without their best player from last year, Marcus Keene. He's out. He's not going to play. So, they're kind of off the one line to me. House of Pain is the, quote, Illinois alumni team.
So that's a play on Champagne, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah.
P-A-I... G-N.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Keep in mind, their best player, and the best player in this entire tournament is Mike Daum.
Oh, yeah.
Played at South Dakota State. Yeah, he's their best player. They've got some real talent on this team. They also have a guy, Loudon Love, who's kind of their second best player. He was a center at Wright State last year, one of the best bigs in the country, actually. This front line is very good. They've got great guard play with Brandon Paul and Dimitri McCamey, Jalen Tate, Andres Feliz. This is a really good team. They're my pick to win it. I actually picked them in the bracket. So, yeah, I think there's some really good teams. They're obviously one of them. I think keep an eye on there's a team, a Blue Collar U. They're the Buffalo alumni.
Okay.
They're a team that are new, but I think they have the real opportunity as an 8 seed to be a team that makes a real run this year. A couple of years ago, they made a run in the NCAA tournament. One thing I love about this team is there's a lot of cohesion. All these guys played together, right? So I look at whether it's just the entire team, they all kind of played on one team. So it's interesting. It wasn't long ago that they were successful. I think they could be an interesting team. It's going to be a great tournament. I love this tournament. Try to get involved with it every year.
I like how it's grown kind of organically, Jeff, into what it is today. Boeheim's Army, Syracuse, has been there for a while. Wolf Blood is an NC State team, so a lot of people listening to us will recognize a lot of those names. Men of Mackey, a Purdue team. So it's really cool to check out and see some of these guys we haven't seen in years. That begins on Friday. All right, Jeff, let's dive into some NFL and talk some AFC South as we are going through the divisions, getting you ready for the 2021 NFL season. And Jeff, when we talk about the AFC South, who do you start with? Do you start with the Titans or the Colts in 2021?
That's something I've continued to ponder. And I think both teams are really good. Both teams have kind of new features this year. One of which with the Colts obviously being a new quarterback and Carson Wentz. But a guy they think is, hopefully the next Andrew Luck for them. You also look at the Titans. I think the big question for this group is, how do they get on without Arthur Smith as their offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll lose a ton from Todd Downing. Vrabel's kind of still there, and he's going to obviously run the same offense. They add Julio Jones. I'll be honest, Clip, I think with some of the things they did defensively, I would give them the slight edge, but I like both these teams a lot. I would put the favorite as Tennessee just because I know they have a proven quarterback that has really come into his own. They have a top 7 receiver in the NFL. And defensively, I like some of the moves they went out and made. I actually think this team defensively is pretty up and coming. They've got a really young defensive line. They had Bud Dupree in the linebacker group, and Janoris Jenkins in the secondary.
Jeff, I don't know if there is a division that is more top-heavy and bottom light. I don't know if that's a term, but the Colts and Titans pretty much even numbers there as far as who you take to win the division. I'm seeing minus 110 for Colts, minus 105 for the Titans. The Texans are clearly the worst team in the division, but you got the Jaguars too, not expected to win too many with Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer there, but I don't know, could they be frisky in 2021, or do you need to see them another year or two before you can believe in the Jacksonville Jaguars?
No, I definitely think they'll be frisky. I think they'll be a lot like the Bengals were last year in certain games where, they kind of have a shred of a pretty good offense. You got a guy like Trevor Lawrence. We know he has a lot of cohesion with his running back, Travis Etienne. They played together. I actually like the receiving corps. Chenault kind of came on last year. Marvin Jones is a good veteran. Chark, a good player. Got a pretty good offensive line. I think offensively they're going to be pretty good. It's a defense that's going to have some problems. They have a really young group at the back. Rudy Ford is a guy that's probably a third-string type of player. He's going to be their starting safety. Andrew Wingard's a young guy. Henderson, still young. Shaq Griffin, a good player, but this defense, I think, has a lot of question marks. As far as the Texans are concerned, I think this roster sucks. They could not run the football last year, had one of the worst defenses in the NFL. I don't know what it is, but this team just never wants to address the defensive end. I think they'll be a great over team. They'll probably give up 30 points a game. Deshaun Watson, obviously he has some off-the-field issues. I don't know how long he's going to be in Houston. There was actually some reports yesterday that the Philadelphia Eagles were, in best position to land Deshaun Watson. I don't know. We'll see, but
as a Washington fan, I hope that doesn't happen, but that is interesting. Jeff, I'm looking at this roster. They have one of the oddest collection of running backs in the NFL, and if any of these guys were on a good team, I could see them being productive in 2021, but they've got David Johnson, who just hasn't been the same since his injury. He looked like the next coming of Adrian Peterson his first couple years. Mark Ingram, who is on his last legs but has had a great NFL career. Phillip Lindsay, who was really good with the Broncos. And Rex Burkhead, who did his job in that Patriots offense. Those guys are on this roster. I don't see any of them doing anything with the Texans, but in a different scenario, different situation, different team, I can see them all being productive in their own little ways.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bunch of second-rate guys at this point, really. I mean, I think Phillip Lindsay's probably the best of the group or the most positive to be interested in. But, the problem that they've had is they just can't block up front. That's been a lot of the problem. I think the offense has the ability to be okay. I got to tell you, Clip, I probably, I kind of tell myself that I've always thought the NFL was probably my second best sport outside of college basketball. I had a hard time knowing who the hell David Culley was.
Trust me, man.
Who that guy is?
Yeah.
I never heard of him. I don't even know if they have an offensive coordinator at this point. I guess Culley is that. I have no idea what this team's going to be. They're surely the worst team in the NFL, maybe outside of Detroit.
We have a reoccurring bit on this show, poor David Culley, because he's a guy that paid his dues. He has been around a while as an assistant coach, gets this job knowing that his roster's bad, but he does have a quarterback he can go to, and the QB doesn't want to be there. The QB is in trouble off the field, and he's got absolutely nothing. I mean, they are staring a 1, 2, 3 win season in the face.
I've always wondered. I mean, I got to feel like an assistant coach at like a really good team is like a way better job than this. But he's definitely a placeholder, surely for someone else. But yeah, they're a bad team. Jacksonville will be interesting though. I think they have a lot to be excited about with Trevor Lawrence. They've got a great backup in Minshew. I think that's a really good group there. I mean, if something were to happen to Lawrence, I think he could come in and do some good things. I'll be interested in seeing what Urban Meyer does. I just kind of hope Darrell Bevell doesn't hold this team back a little bit. He's always been kind of conservative. I know my brother's a Seahawks fan, and he always he always mentioned to me how much he hated Darrell Bevel at times. But yeah, we'll see. I think they're definitely going to be sneaky, though. Surely.
We previewed the AFC East. You like the Bills to do some things this year. You said you could see Miami potentially sneaking into the playoffs. We have yet to get to the North. I know you love the Ravens. We know about the Chiefs. You've got them high in the AFC. Do the Titans, Colts, do they get up into that echelon with maybe the Bills, kind of outside of Ravens, Chiefs, or are they still on another level below that, in your opinion?
I would probably put them kind of, I'd probably put them 3. I'd probably give them a little edge over Baltimore, frankly. I think.
Speaking of who, what team?
The Tennessee Titans.
The Titans. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're probably right there with Baltimore. I think offensively they're probably better. I think defensively maybe Baltimore's a little bit better. But I'll tell you again, I like what they did in the getting Bud Dupree, a guy that's a really good linebacker. Secondary, Janoris Jenkins is probably the best corner they've had there in a while. And up front, they've got a lot of young guys. Jeffrey Simmons, Harold Landry, Rashad Evans, Naquan Jones, Nick Autry. This is a young group. This is a pass rush they think is only going to get better. I think they're a lot better spot than they were last year defensively. And offensively, I think this team has proven they're a top, 5 team probably in the NFL. I'm pretty high on the Tennessee Titans. I think they're worth maybe some kind of futures bet at 28-1. I think they're a better bet than the Colts, who are at 25-1.
Jeff, we like to look at some future props here as we break down these divisions. And you said the other day you wouldn't mind taking a flyer on Zach Wilson at his number for Rookie of the Year. Trevor Lawrence, the overwhelming favorite for Rookie of the Year. And is that even worth taking, Jeff? You don't get much of a payout if you hit with Trevor Lawrence.
No, I wouldn't really have any interest in that. I will look, though, at from a defensive standpoint, I think Kwity Paye at 8-9-1. I think that's a pretty solid bet. I think he's a guy that is really going to come on. I don't know if they have, a real capable pass rusher outside of him. They've just got a bunch of guys there. I kind of envision Dwight Freeney, right? I mean, that's kind of what you think of when you hear of the Colts and you think of defenses that they've had. They're a team that I think is obviously on the up and up defensively. I think him and Darius Leonard are going to be a nice kind of tandem in that front seven there. I think Paye could have a big year, a 10, 12 sack year, kind of really jam up a lot of teams on the front line there. I think Paye is worth a look at 8.5-1.
Jeff Nadu joining us, talking AFC South today. We will talk AFC North with you on Monday, big man. Talk Ravens, talk Browns. Where do the Bengals fit in, and what about Mike Tomlin and the Steelers?
Football.
What's that?
The toughest division in football.
All right, there's a nice preview for you. Also, Jeff, did I see you were talking a little college basketball today? You've already picked you picked a team for the third time to win it all. You are high on the Longhorns, it appears, Jeff, for next season.
Yeah, listen, I really like this team right now with their projected rotation, some of the things they did. I mean, you talk about a team that's really going for it. I mean, Texas hired the best coach in the country, frankly, in my opinion. They have a huge group of transfers coming in. And from what I heard and what I understand, the most coveted transfer on the market is Marcus Carr, Minnesota point guard, is one of the best pure scorers in the country. He is down to 2 decisions. Is he going to go pro and go play overseas, or is he going to go to Texas? That's it. There's no other colleges involved. I think with the new NIL, I think he would make a boatload of cash down in Austin. If they get him, they are surely a top 5 team. 20-30-1 is a joke. That's a joke of a price. Texas is very good, and I'm very high on them coming up here.
Big man, talking a little bit of everything today on Pirate Radio Live. Jeff, always enjoy the sports chat with you, man. Have a great weekend. We'll reconvene on Monday, talk more hoops with you, and preview the AFC North.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Clip.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff Nadu joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. We'll take a timeout, come back. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live on the way. We got ECU basketball to discuss with Stephen Igoe and preview the ECU offensive line and tight ends for 2021. It's all ahead on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
You might know him as Lee D. I know him as Dad.
Troy and his sister both were with us, and they slept. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and they had slept on the plane. They had slept on the ride from Baton Rouge. They wanted to go out on Bourbon Street.
Heck yes.
So we go out on Bourbon Street, and the first thing that happens is some drunk comes rolling down the street and lands at Troy's feet. It so upset both the kids that was the end of Bourbon Street for that night.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud. The Pirate Radio Podcast is powered by White Claw Hard Seltzer, proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, a wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, available in 5 fruit flavors, 2 grams of carbs, gluten-free, and 100 calories. Find it at whiteclaw.com. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Nothing tastes quite like it. Proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage. Please drink responsibly.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate fans, it's time to get that yard done right with the new John Deere mower from Quality Equipment. Our premium lawn care lineup is what every homeowner needs this spring. A John Deere will change the way you mow with easy-to-use attachments, effortless steering, and intuitive controls. Right now, save up to $700 on X300, X500, and X700 series mowers. Learn more at QualityEquip.com and get quality done right. Offer ends 10/29/21. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Hi, this is Karen Staten with AG Home Solutions. Thinking of remodeling? We are your one-stop shop for all your home design needs. Our AG Home Solutions design team has over 25 years of experience. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? Looking to upgrade your cabinets, countertops, tile, or flooring? The Design Center is open to all homeowners and contractors. Call us for an appointment. Visit agshomesolutions.net and mention Pirate Radio to receive a $100 discount through the end of August. AG Home Solutions, turning your remodeling dreams into reality.
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome boat prices from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina for over 83 years. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
For sure. Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Clip Brock, Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes. Chandler, I like your shirt, by the way. It's like a good...
Thanks.
I don't know, golf shirt. It's
golf. I actually got it earlier, this weekend. A buddy of mine, he was getting rid of a lot of clothes that he doesn't wear anymore, and he gave me this.
Cool, neat story.
Cool, neat story.
The story behind the shirt. Stephen Igoe, represented by Nike today. You sign an NIL deal with Nike?
I did. Supposed to be funny?
Sorry, I guess that was. No, Molly, it wasn't.
Y'all really love playing out some new sound bites.
I know. We get them. They're like toys. We open them up. We play with them for like 4 days in a row and then just throw them in the closet.
I want to take a think of.
But those first 4 days, man.
I feel like Shirley's really excited to play them day one, and then you and Chandler just like push her to play it more and more in the days to follow. And she's
swinging dingers.
It's more like we're really excited. Shirley is more like, do I have to keep playing this?
Because we bring it up, and then she goes, and she grabs the like.
I have to do it.
Well, no, because sometimes I'm in the middle of doing something, or I'm checking on a story, and they're waiting on me to hit the thing.
Do
and
we
I'm
not
like,
agree?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know.
Do we not agree?
And so sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. So it sounds like I don't want to do it. It's not that. It's just sometimes I'm doing other things and I don't fire it off in time.
I'm a dork.
Oh yeah, that one.
I'm a dork.
Yeah.
Steven, I think I'm going to do some Friday and Sunday that I haven't done in a long, long time.
Go to a minor league game?
Watch wrestling.
Is something happening this weekend?
Yeah. The fans are back. So
wow.
they're going to have a live crowd for SmackDown and then Money in the Bank Sunday. So
and Edge is fighting for the title, right?
Is that this or Summerfest?
Summerfest.
That's what one of the guest hosts accidentally called SummerSlam years ago.
Oh, really?
Remember they used to do that guest host thing, and they'd have these B-list celebrities?
Yeah.
I want to say it might have been Jeremy Piven from Entourage. Said, he's going to beat you guys at Summerfest. And
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
You're not that guy.
I haven't watched wrestling since WrestleMania.
Yeah,
same. I think that was Edge's last match. Yeah, I was going to look up the card. I probably won't be watching it, to be quite honest. I'll probably watch SummerSlam because there's zero chance that they have Reigns drop the belt at
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I mean, that just would make no sense.
All right.
Yeah, Roman Reigns versus Edge for the championship.
All right, go Edge. We got too much to talk about to get into wrestling right now. Let's start with hoops, Igoe, because we have news, and Steven has talked to Joe Dooley, correct?
I have talked to Joe Dooley. I can confirm he is alive. He is in the office. He was yesterday, and he was in a good mood.
Yeah, well, he's got a roster now. He's got a team. We talked about it earlier that J.J. Miles will be returning to the team. What am I looking at here?
Just that generic photo of dude holding a basketball.
Do you remember that was on the cover of the media guide
a couple years ago?
They just had a headless player holding a ball, Adidas, like we are school Adidas. You can barely, it's covering ECU almost. That's ECU basketball in a nutshell. But we got some new guys. Most recently, Alonzo Frink. Igoe, is that a big pickup for the Pirates?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty notable pickup. You know, with all transfers, time will tell how they adapt, how they come here motivated. I mean, that's my thing with transfers. I've seen so many that have come in all sports, and it can be hit or miss. But from the people I talked to at South Carolina, this was the guy that was going to be their starting five last year. Kind of a big, wide body at center, not extremely tall. I think he's 6'8", but good rebounder, can kind of be a guy that bangs in the paint, moves people around. It gives you flexibility to play him and go big and have a bigger body, or you could put Vance Jackson at the 5, go small. You have a lot more flexibility, I think, with some of the guys they're bringing in that can play inside and out. I mean, when you had Jaden Gardner on the floor, you were kind of pigeonholed into, hey, he's going to be in the paint. Here's what our team is going to be. I'm not saying ECU is going to be better because they lost Jaden Gardner, who was an All-American caliber player, but you just have more flexibility now, I think, with some of the lineups.
ECU men's basketball on Twitter announced the signing class. Alonzo Frink, Vance Jackson, Marlon Leston, a.k.a. Marion Lester, Jaquan Scott, Javon Small, Winston Tabbs. These players to go along with Tristan Newton, Brandon Suggs, J.J. Miles, Tremont Robinson-White.
Yeah.
And Luigi Dubbo.
And the 3 signees from this past fall, R.J. Felton, Alexis Reyes, and Tay Mosher. You got
a basketball team.
And you got the 2 walk-ons, Brendan Kelly and Dave Kasangane. So you got 16 players.
We're doing layup lines. We're doing 3-man weave.
Now, for the actual team right now, let's see.
All right, I want to point something out. You might be about to get to it. You were trying to, I think, not concern people, but you were concerning me in a Hoist the Colors thread where they were asking you, okay, so like who's here, who's cleared, and there's like a ton of these guys not like they couldn't play tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's just a formality thing. Like Winston Tabbs and Vance Jackson, they were in the gym while I was interviewing Joe Dooley,
but
they can't practice with the team because they weren't in school at the start of the semester. You have to be in. You can't just show up and have.
So you're saying once the school fall period begins, they're good.
Yeah, they're good to go, and they can play voluntary stuff. Like they're here, so they can't hold an official team workout with them, but they can come to the gym and scrimmage like the entire team, basically.
But what about guys? Are there any classes to be completed?
There's a couple of those.
Right.
Jaquan Scott is wrapping up classes. He's a prep forward. Talented guy. Marlon Lessons from Canada, so they're trying to work out his transcripts, but he should be here next week or so. And then Frank's supposed to be in next week. He's the same type of deal. He's just finishing up. I mean, the thing now is you don't even have to really graduate to transfer. So the guys are just taking some online classes, and maybe Frank just committed, so it's not like he was going to be here at the start of the semester.
All right. So everything's good.
I'm not concerned about it. The only guy maybe that would worry me a little bit is Leston and Scott, just because international kid, I've seen things go awry there. And then with Scott,
Christian Kabongo,
there was the kid from that random big guy that Dooley signed his first year that never could get here. I can't remember his name, but we still talk about him on the board like he was going to be.
If we got him, this whole thing would be different.
Thing would have blown up.
All right, there's your basketball news.
But, I think they have an intriguing team.
I feel a lot better today than I did a month from.
When all the Kansas stuff was coming out, it just felt like it was falling apart. Gardner had transferred. The
Rock's out.
Rock's gone. I mean,
do we have an assistant coach?
Not yet. No.
All right, that is still in the works.
There are 2 employed, but they have not filled the 3rd assistant spot.
So George Wright Easy still here, and
George Wright Easy, who I think made 45 phone calls in between the time I left. Or the time I got there and the time I left the practice facility yesterday.
All right, to potential recruits?
Yeah, that man stays on the phone.
All right, and help me out with the other one.
Antoine Jackson.
Oh, yeah, Antoine Jackson.
He's been on the show 18 times already.
Big Antoine Jackson fan. I'm sorry, Coach Jackson. I'm for real.
You didn't mean to make him cry?
No, moving on.
Was that supposed to be funny?
It wasn't. It was bad. I'm sorry.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Burleson Slamison. All right.
That was terrible.
Before we get to football, ECU gets a new baseball coach. They, if you can't beat them, get them to join you situation. They got a Vandy guy, right?
David Macias.
A Vandy boy?
They got a Vandy boy. Maybe they go...
Saw one comment. I hope he brings the umps with him. Something. Is that supposed to be funny? I don't know.
I saw another comment. I hope he doesn't bring the Whistler with him.
That is very true. So, things filled out there. Oh, one question I did want to ask you. What does the catcher position look like in 2022 for ECU with Seth Cadell gone?
Let's hear your take. I want to hear your take on it.
Well, you got Ben Fig Newton ready to go, who hit well in 2021. And you've got a newcomer coming in that I'm very high on. And right now, I think it's down to those 2 guys. Interested to hear what you have to say.
That was honestly pretty nicely done.
Thank you.
They got right now 5 guys who can technically catch, and Ben Newton is a great place to start because he is the guy returning that has catching experience. They are also bringing back, or scheduled to bring back, Justin Wilcoxon and Joey Rezick. I know you're a big fan of those 2 guys who have been in the program now. Wilcoxon going into his 3rd year. Rezick just finished his true freshman year. They've only had a couple on bats, so they're pretty unproven. Then they signed 2 catchers who are in school now. Ryan McChrystal, great name.
Okay, there you go.
6'2", close to 200 pounds, physical presence at catcher, can swing it, play good defense. He was the guy that was a draft risk, could have got selected, elected to come to school, so he's a candidate to play early in his career. And then Aiden Edwards, another pretty highly recruited guy out of the state of North Carolina. So, I mean, I think you're in pretty good hands there. I don't know if you'll have 5 catchers going into the season or not, or if they'll move some of those guys around. But my money would be on Newton and McChrystal kind of getting the first look there.
All right, there you go. Steve and Igoe, Hoist the Colors, joining us. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll preview the ECU tight end position. Also talk about the offensive line for the Pirates. Nashad Strother getting a little shout out from Phil Steele. He was on one of Phil Steele's all-conference teams. And Fernando Fry back for another season. Bailey Malovic. How big is Bailey Malovic right now? And how long have we been talking about Sean Bailey? When do you think the first time we ever brought up the name Sean Bailey was? What year?
It would have been in February of 2016.
Now, is that when he signed?
Sean Bailey came in when I was a freshman.
What about when he committed, though?
He committed right before signing day, so
okay.
I have to go back and look, but I want to say maybe
it's about 5.5 years ago.
January 2016, I would say.
All right. Sean Bailey looks like a grown-ass man in his Pirate profile. He looks like your dad. We'll talk about him and the O-line when we return.
My dad?
Do we not agree?
Do we not agree?
No, back after this. Down East Wood Ducks baseball is back. Come out Saturday, July 17th for the Collard Green Jersey Giveaway, presented by Down East Heating and Air Conditioning. Free to the first 1,000 fans. We'll see you at Granger Stadium when the gates open at 5 and first pitch is at 6. Be sure to purchase your game tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or by calling Wood Ducks offices at 252-686-5164. Go Woodies!
At US Cellular, we believe everyone should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, everyone can get a free smartphone, whether you're a new customer or not, with no trade-in or hidden fees. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
At Tiebreakers, we admit we have a bit of a problem. People love our wings so much that they're starting to sell their home TVs just so they can watch all the sporting events here at Tiebreakers. Seriously, we're glad you love our hand-breaded and hand-cut boneless wings that much, but we really need you to go home at the end of the night. It's okay, we'll be here tomorrow. And when you come back, bring a friend with you. For great food, great friends, and cold beer, we'll see you at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers, break the chain, eat local.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic's award-winning staff features a TPI golf specialist that offers assessments and rehab to help you get back on the course and playing your best.
This is Dr. Shondell Jones, and you deserve to live well. Call us at 364-2806 or visit kptonline.com. Go Pirates!
Do you find yourself hungry, but looking for some new and different options? Then the Bodega Market Cafe in Uptown Greenville is for you. They offer a full-service menu featuring breakfast, lunch, and dinner, also with a variety of unique vegan selections. Dine in or sit outside in their great outdoor dining area. Plus, they're always ready for pickup or delivery. Open 24/7 for your convenience. The Bodega Market Cafe, located in Uptown Greenville, across from the BB&T. Sawyer's Fun Park is now open in Greenville. This state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility features a 2-story LED interactive laser tag, a one-of-a-kind 2-story ninja course, a ropes course with a 180-degree zip line, and it's only one of 5 in the country that are indoors. Multiple climbing walls, a super cool arcade with 40-plus games, and a brand new full-service cafe and bar for adults. Visit the brand new Sawyer's Fun Park, now open, located right behind ARU on Corey Road, Greenville.
Pirate Radio.
Being a part of the program, being a student athlete at ECU, they are going to be very much in the spotlight.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online at pirateware.com anytime. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. And Clip, as we head back in to the show, I just saw a tweet here. The Yankees have canceled pregame batting practice as they are currently working through COVID-19 testing
not again.
and health and safety protocols.
No.
Yep.
I like to pretend everything's fine.
And of course, the only game on tonight
would be Yankees Red Sox.
Well,
gotta love it.
I got 2 Big Brother episodes to catch up on, so I'm good.
I've been watching the Abby Wambach series on ESPN Plus on the history of soccer.
Football.
Football, yes.
What you been watching, Igoe?
Manifest.
Man, what a crappy show that I've watched.
Is it
2 seasons of?
Is it like worth watching? I'm finishing the end of season 1. I'm still.
If you want like
intrigue,
a good show to watch, it's not. But it's like it does enough at the end of every episode to like say, well, I guess I should watch one more. Well, they never get to answers or anything.
I'm watching Lost too at the same time, and it's so much better than Manifest.
Well, every show after Lost tried to be Lost.
Yeah.
You had Flash Forward. You had a million of those
I like
shows.
Flash Forward.
Well, but it ended after like one season on a cliffhanger.
One season, yeah. But I like basically all the characters from Lost were in Flash.
Charlie was in it.
Charlie and the girl Penny.
Oh, I love you, Penny. I always have.
I mean, Desmond is the best character on TV of all time. I know you like.
Wow,
Locke,
that is a hot take.
The best like non-main front character.
Well, you asked me recently who my favorite character was. I said John Locke, but my favorite episodes were Desmond-centric episodes.
Absolutely.
Lost is my all-time favorite TV show. All right, on to.
Have you been watching Loki, by the way?
I have not.
Loki, I have not watched Loki.
I want to. I'm saving
That's
it.
I think I'm behind 2 episodes, so I need to catch up.
They had the finale like yesterday, last night.
Yeah, because they released an episode every Wednesday, and I think I'm 2 weeks behind. So I
need to watch that.
Yeah, I love Marvel, so
Glenn's a big fan.
It is quite interesting. I will say that.
All right, I'll put that on my to-watch list. Steven, let's talk ECU. We'll start with tight ends. We got to talk O-line and tight ends today.
It's going to make me wait for the Sean Bailey timeline.
You want to do?
No, we'll bring it up when we talk O-line.
All right. Good news, Igo. The Pirates have a full tight end room. Bad news, no proven commodity. Shane Calhoun last year had 5 catches to lead ECU tight ends. Jeremy Lewis had 3. He's no longer a tight end.
What is the proven commodity?
Somebody who has performed for a full season at the tight end position.
Aaron Jarman?
I don't know. What are his numbers at Temple?
I mean, is performing blocking? I mean, he blocked for a full season at the tight end position.
No, Aaron Jarman is not a proven commodity. No.
So tight ends only are supposed to catch the ball?
No, they're definitely supposed to do other stuff, but Aaron Jarman, so we're all set with Aaron Jarman at tight end?
I'm not saying he's going to be an all-conference player. I'm just saying he's a proven blocker.
Okay.
He's a proven commodity in that realm.
In the realm?
In the realm of blocking tight ends, he's a pretty proven commodity.
All right, 2020 saw game action rotating in at tight end. Played most on special teams. This is the proven commodity we're talking about.
That is not true at all. You want me to pull up the Pro Football Focus snap counts? He did not play most on special teams.
So is this Temple?
This is Temple
screwing him on the way out of the door?
Temple with a complete shot at Aaron Jarman. No wonder he transferred. He probably read the bio and was like, what the hell's going on?
Called first touchdown of the season from Real Mitchell versus SMU.
Aaron Jarman has 2 career catches, and he has scored 2 touchdowns.
This is your proven commodity?
Proven commodity.
2 catches?
All right, you know what?
You wanted to argue this point.
I'm pulling up the Pro Football Focus snap so I can prove these stupid Temple people wrong.
In 19, he saw game action rotating in.
Rod Carey probably wrote that bio.
So this is like sour grapes on the way out the door. We're going to trash Aaron Jarman. I'll say this. He fills out a uniform nicely. I like Temple's uniforms. Especially the black.
Who's got better uniforms, Temple or ECU?
Advantage Temple.
I would say Temple too right now.
They got nice unis. All right, so let's hear about proven commodity Aaron Jarman.
Well, I'm pulling up the stats, so we can keep going until I get them up.
To your point, kind of, Igo, if you're using him as an example, I'm going to say we don't have a proven commodity for East Carolina that's on this roster. Shane Calhoun, 5 catches, 83 yards. You're right. I am a basic B. I'm a basic fan right now because I'm looking at catches and I don't have blocking stats in front of me.
Well, if you want to go by proven commodity, ECU hasn't had a proven commodity at tight end
since Bryce Williams.
Bryce Williams, yeah. I mean, as far as the receiving game, but I mean, it's just
or the blocking game. Who's been a valuable tight end since Bryce Williams?
I don't know. Stephen Baggett.
You don't even believe that. You're just here to, what are you, Stephen A. Smith?
Seco Pursuit.
You want to say something about Ichiro needing a translator?
No, I'm not getting into all that. All right, Aaron Jarman last year played 227 snaps.
Mostly on special teams.
That is all
according to Temple.
Okay.
So Temple did lowball him.
He played 227 snaps on offense. Let's see how many special team snaps he played.
All right.
Aaron Jarman played 88 snaps on special teams versus 200 and whatever snaps I just said. What is that, Temple? What are you doing?
Okay, you're right. Temple gave him the screw job on the way out the door.
He got a 70.7 grade as a pass blocker, which is above average. 53 grade in run block.
Wow. Yeah, I bring home a 70 on my report card.
That's not how it is.
My daughter gets a 70. Hey, great job. You're a proven commodity in the classroom.
You want me to just walk out right now?
Chandler left. I heard him. No, I want you to be. If you believe what you're saying, then
Aaron Jarman is an upgrade at blocker over what ECU's had dating back to Bryce Williams. How about that?
I'm excited about that. Coming out of spring, Igo, and you're on the Aaron Jarman train. I
think he's a solid addition. I don't think he's going to be an all-conference guy.
Big special teams.
He will be good on special teams because he's a good blocker.
Now, have I not heard you say that Shane Calhoun
is very good? Okay. Shane Calhoun has the potential to be very good.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. He's not a proven commodity. I keep going back to that 2-word phrase that I can't help now.
Who on ECU's roster is a proven commodity? Tyler Snead?
Yeah. Rajay Mitchell. They've only done it one year.
Rajay Mitchell?
I'm saying both of them. Xavier Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are missing out on some of those guys. Have you not said that Shane Calhoun, if you had to name a starter coming out of spring, he would be the guy?
He would be the guy.
Okay.
Shane Calhoun, how many snaps do you think you played last year offensively?
How many you play a game?
Offensively, usually like 80 to 90, I guess. It depends on how fast you're going.
80 times 9 is what?
This is great radio.
7. I'm going to say he played in 582 snaps.
385.
Okay, I was off by 200.
But, I mean, he played...
What is the point of that?
He played the most snaps of any tight end last year as a true freshman.
Okay.
So he's got legitimate game experience. He's not a dude that was mostly playing special teams, as Temple would profile him, because he played like one special team snap. No, but I think he's got the all-around talent, receiving.
Where did he come from?
Florida. Creekside High School.
Oh, he did not transfer.
He was a true freshman last year.
Gotcha.
But
Calhoun,
he's got legit receiving ability.
Zach Bird, tall,
big,
physical,
not a proven commodity.
No, and then you've got the wild card here with Ryan Jones.
I thought you were going to say Brian Gagg, but Ryan Jones is the biggest wild card on the entire team. Let's be honest. I mean, the dude could end up being like a matchup nightmare, unstoppable athlete at the tight end position, or he could just not adapt well to the position at all. I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen him practice at all.
How much spring did he get in?
Not enough. I mean, he
had an off-the-field issue, right?
Off-the-field issue, and then an injury at the end. So he got probably like a week or two, and he wasn't like running with the first team when I was out there a whole lot. So I don't know what to make of Ryan Jones. I think if he has a consistent preseason, he could be like a major matchup issue, but he just has to go out there and prove it.
Brian Gagg has moved to tight end. He has reformed his body.
Yeah, he's much bigger now.
From a QB to a tight end. And you also have, I want to talk to Sampson. Joseph Sampson. Tell me about Joseph Sampson.
He's just a former preferred walk-on. He used to play some defense, moved to offense.
Will Brian Gagg get on the field at tight end in 2021?
I think he'll be a special teams guy.
Okay.
I think he's...
What are you, a Temple bio writer?
He'll play mostly special teams.
Okay.
Man, I can't get over that. What a shot at Aaron Jarman.
Yeah, okay. Well, now you see why I was underrating him. I believed what Temple wrote about him.
I mean, no wonder.
And then you read those numbers, and it is pretty shocking.
I'm going to go read all their transfers bios to see what
it's going to be like. Not that good.
Had 6 sacks, but only one was as a result of his work.
Performed quite well despite off-the-field concerns. Cheated on his girlfriend as a sophomore.
Interrogate something with Aaron Jarman next time you talk to him, Steven. Say, hey, did you see what...
Interrogate something. Sorry, go ahead.
Wait,
what? Interrogate something?
Wait, what's the word? Stir something up is what I should say.
Those things aren't even close to each other.
Yeah. Interrogate something.
All right, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is stir something up with Aaron Jarman next time you talk to him. Say, have you
read the bio to him?
Say, read the bio.
Pull a Steve Roccaforte and say, read the bio. Aaron, when you were at Temple, you were mostly a special teamer.
Yep.
I would love to hear his reaction, actually. Interrogate that up to him. Just go up to him and say, I have something to interrogate you up.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Yes, Mully, that was funny.
I'm so just torn up by that statement, Chandler.
What a
interrogate something with Aaron Jarman. I thought you meant at first you wanted me to interrogate him. I was like, dang, man.
So
where is this segment going, by the way?
We're wrapping it up here. Shane Calhoun has potential to be the future and the now at tight end because he is still a freshman.
Yes, still extremely young, and again, thrown into the fire last year. The other thing that impressed me was he was durable. A lot of freshmen that see that big a role, they get hurt, they get banged up. He played the most snaps out of any tight end, was on the field every game. I thought just did an admirable job. I mean, he was probably overwhelmed last year from the jump, but he still managed to put together like a pretty decent season. I mean, you got to understand with tight ends, it really isn't all about catching the ball. That's what people notice, but
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
They're blocking 80% of the time.
And Bryce Williams would line up in the backfield some, and he would line up on the line. But I wonder how many snaps what the ratio was to him being in the slot as a receiver, more so than a traditional tight end.
Yeah, I mean, in that offense, I think he was in the slot a decent amount, but he still was moved around doing some different things.
So, I mean, since you are Mr. Football Insider and we are Basic Bees, like we think that Bryce Williams is a good tight end. Devon Drew is a good tight end because of catches. Who has been a valuable blocking tight end for ECU over the years? Does anybody come to mind?
Jay Sonhalter?
Sonny, that's a good one. Who would be backfield, fullback, who would line up. And he got his reward for all that in a game against NC State.
Yeah, caught that little pass. That's basically what Aaron
That's a good answer. I like that.
Did for Temple. He's a blocking first guy, but he'll sneak out every now and then and catch a pass.
Because there is no fullback on this roster, correct?
No.
So he could be used in that area.
I'm very interested to see how they utilize Ryan Jones. Like, is he going to be a guy that's always split out as like a hybrid inside receiver, or is he going to be attached to the line? Is he going to be an H-back? Like, I honestly, maybe it's by design that we haven't seen any of that in practice because they don't want to show us, because that could be just a huge weapon if it pans out a certain way.
It reminds me of the year ECU beat Virginia Tech in Charlotte. Virginia Tech was hyping up this tight end guy.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember his name?
I remember his name, but it was like number 6.
And they were like, this guy is going to kill ECU. We're going to line him up in the backfield, out wide, in the slot, direct snap. And like he didn't do anything in the whole game. All right, we finished strong there. That was a good finish.
So a lot of intrigue with that position, but who's going to step up? Who's going to become that proven commodity?
Hey, let's end it how we started it. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back and talk ECU offensive line. We'll talk about the long, strange trip of Sean Bailey and go through the line, see if Igoe can give us a projected starting lineup. That and more on the way when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Ready to travel and take a trip this summer? Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has recently added more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Ahoy, mateys! To keep those cars clean, you need the Pirates Cove Fast Pass.
Greenville's original express car wash is now offering a fast pass for as low as $19.99. That's one pass, 4 locations, and unlimited washes. Visit us in Greenville on Fire Tower Road, Memorial Drive, and East 10th Street, and also in New Bern on Glen Burnie Road. And by popular demand, Pirates Cove on Fire Tower Road is now offering interior cleaning.
So we have you surrounded. Pirates Cove, the official car wash partner of ECU Athletics.
This is East Carolina head football coach Mike Houston, and I'm proud to announce that our ladies clinic is back this summer on July the 30th. This evening will provide a behind-the-scenes look at ECU football and a chance to meet the players, coaches, and their families. The evening will end with an entertaining dinner and social. Sign up today at MikeHoustonFootballCampsLLC.com. We look forward to seeing you there. Go Pirates!
Ooh, look at all that Parmesan cheese on that papadilla. Our freshly folded flatbread filled with juicy meats and melted cheese now has a crunchy, toasty outside. Now that's what's poppin'. Order today at papajohns.com.
Hey, Pirate fans, order the new Parmesan-crusted papadilla for only $7. The new Parmesan-crusted papadilla is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hey Birdland, the Orioles Ticket Marketplace is the best place to score Orioles ticket deals, including single game tickets, ticket packs, special offers, and more. The Orioles Ticket Marketplace is the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way for you to purchase tickets. By using the Orioles Ticket Marketplace, you can beat the lines at the box office. This is your one-stop shop to get exclusive deals, so check back often for the latest opportunities. Don't wait. Visit the Orioles Ticket Marketplace today at Orioles.com/tickets.
Have you stopped doing your favorite activity due to chronic aches and pains? Let Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab help. They provide regenerative injection therapy that can help with osteoarthritis, joint pain, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab will help you get back into the groove. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2245 Stantonsburg Road, across from the hospital. Call 215-9294 for an appointment today.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. And Clip, it is now, according to Ken Rosenthal, about 10 minutes ago.
Don't say it.
No baseball tonight. Yankees, Red Sox postponed due to the Bronx Bombers COVID-19 issue.
They have an issue, and here we go again. God, I hope we don't have to start with the Shirley Rhodes bad news music bed and all that.
I hope not either.
How much of this is due to the guys going home for the All-Star break? I mean, you let your guard down a little bit, and it happens.
Yep,
a little bit.
All right, let's preview the ECU offensive line.
Offensive line.
I was trying to make a starting lineup of ECU offensive linemen from last year that did not play last year that were on the roster. Deontay Smith played in the first game against UCF. Had a Can we say he had a concussion?
He had
confirmed.
a concussion.
Did not play the rest of the year. Noah Henderson could be your other tackle. Did not play the entire year. John Spellacy injured. We'll put him at center or guard. Peyton Winstead can be a center or guard. I just need one more guy to fill out a starting lineup of guys that did not play for ECU last year on the O-line.
He wasn't on the roster, but Matt Morgan should have been on the team.
He just stopped playing football altogether. Yeah.
So, I mean, legit, you had 5 guys. You also had Donovan Noel, who would have been a third-year offensive lineman who was pretty good coming out of high school. So, I mean.
Now, you had guys that, hey, next man up. Guys that got their feet, did they get their feet wet or did they put their feet in the fire?
You know, that's always a tough thing because they got their feet wet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were thrown in the fire. Maybe because you're being thrown in the fire.
The wetness is gasoline.
I was going to say that everybody's pouring water on the fire, and therefore your feet are getting wet.
It's kind of a chicken and egg thing.
Yeah.
What came first, the wet or the fire? We'll never know. But guys that fall under...
Can water get set on fire? I guess if gasoline's on it.
I saw a... did you guys see the viral video of the... Was it the ocean on fire? And they were like putting water on it. And the fire was in water. So, yeah.
I guess if gasoline is on the surface of the water.
Do we have any scientists listening that could help us out with this?
Anyways, back to the offensive line.
A couple of those guys, that got their feet wet fired were Nashad Strother, Bailey Malovic. Would Strother have played?
Yeah, he started the opener at guard.
So he
was going to play.
Phil Steele has him on one of his all AAC teams for what he showed last year and what he could become. Is he right now, like, usually your anchor is a tackle, but for guys that are on this O-line going into 2021, is he your anchor?
I think he's one of them. I think he's a guy. The interesting thing about him is he can play guard or tackle. It just kind of depends on how he's going to start somewhere if he's healthy. It's just a matter of what is your best offensive line combination. Is it Strother at tackle? Is it Strother at guard? Last year Deontay was going to be your left tackle. He goes down. They flip Strother to tackle, and he pretty much stayed there. Now, the early part of the year, he was lost. Georgia State was a brutal game for him because he didn't know how to play the position, and he steadily got better game after game, and by the end of the year, he was a really solid and dependable lineman. And the most promising thing is he's a redshirt freshman eligibility-wise this year. So, arguably one of your best offensive linemen is a guy with 4 years of eligibility remaining.
Bailey Malovic looked like Bryce Williams playing left tackle. Just the frame on him, 6'6", just did not have the beef. Does he have enough beef in 2021 to be a tackle?
So right now.
Good answer. You okay?
I was trying to think and talk at the same time, and it wasn't working. Bailey Malovic listed at 257. By the way, these weights have not been updated since last July.
Okay.
So hopefully those can be updated prior to the start of the season. But he's listed at 257. Mike Houston told me he played last year, I think, at 245 pounds.
Yeah.
Which is...
I mean, you can see it.
That's not good, man. Like, Zach Bird is your tight end. He's listed at 275. So the fact that he didn't get just destroyed is honestly amazing. Your tackle should at least be 290. I mean,
and he's off.
245 is not good. That's light for a tight end.
Yeah, definitely.
So
here's a guy that used to beat offensive lines, Josh Smith. In the Pirate Radio studios. So you've got him coming back. Is he a starter?
He's added, I think Coach Houston said he's at 285, 290, and they expect him to be at 300 by the end of the season. They said he has just been eating like crazy. Like, that's all he's done this offseason because his metabolism is so fast that he's got to eat. And here's the thing. I mean, if you're 6'6", 300, and you can move like Bailey Malovic, like, you could be an NFL player if he could keep the weight on. He's that athletic. He's that long.
His challenge is going to be keeping that weight throughout the season.
Yeah, throughout the season. I mean, he's going to have to pull a Bryce Williams and eat peanut butter in the middle of the night.
Set alarms to eat peanut butter.
I mean, that's what it takes to be an effective tackle if you're trying to keep weight on. But I think with his playing experience last year combined with the extra weight, he should be able to be a projected starting tackle.
Is Fernando Fry a known commodity?
I mean, he started like 20-plus games now. Yeah, I think so. He started at both center and guard.
And he will be starting once again this year somewhere.
Yeah, starting somewhere. He missed the spring due to a back injury. Could play center, could play guard. Played last year at center, got better throughout the year. They used Avery Jones at center this spring.
I was going to say, how about the guys you brought in last year, Avery Jones, Justin Chase? What are their roles in 2021?
Avery Jones is another guy I think will be starting somewhere, either at center or guard, depending on what they want to do. UNC transfer, first year playing. Again, started the year kind of slow, got better. By the end of the year, was the highest graded offensive lineman per Pro Football Focus. So do you want to leave him at left guard? Do you want to move him inside to center full-time? I think you look at it, I think Fry, Jones, And
we got to get to Sean Bailey, he's interior now, right?
I think Fry, Jones, and Strother will be starting somewhere as long as they're healthy. And Bailey's a good candidate with his experience. Malovic we just talked about.
Now, Malovic's a tackle. Who are the tackles?
Well, the thing is, you can have multiple. Malovic's a pure tackle. He's going to play tackle. He's not going to play guard. Justin Chase and Strother can both play tackle or guard.
So this is all still in your mind to be determined fall camp and even like week to week.
It just depends on how Shank wants to play it. I mean, does he is his best line Strother at guard versus tackle, Chase at guard versus tackle? If Henderson's cleared, is he back in the lineup? So you have options. That's a good thing. And they brought in Oregon State transfer Rob Vanderlaan, who's a tackle.
What are you hearing about Noah Henderson?
I think he is. He says he's going to play. He's responded to us on Twitter multiple times saying he's going to play. Coach Houston keeps saying
that would be a huge boost.
That he is progressing positively, and he has not said he's cleared or anything like that. So I think it ultimately comes down to the doctors. He's got a back injury, and even if he is cleared, the reality of the situation is he hasn't played in 2 years. So he hasn't even practiced in 2 years. So it's not like he's going to come out and walk out there and start at right tackle in game one and be an all-conference player.
I wanted to ask you about Trent Holler, who came in as a center interior lineman. Is it too early for him to see action in 2021?
He saw a lot of action last year, so I say no. I think him and Sean Bailey will continue to split a lot of reps at guard, at right guard, kind of get Trent ready for the future once Bailey. Because really last year they were getting him ready to be the guy, and Bailey got an extra year due to COVID. So I think he's a guy of the future, either at center or guard, somewhere on the interior. And that's the thing with this offensive line. You look at guys like Trent Holler, you look at a Justin Chase, where are those guys going to play? They're good enough to play. But you kind of have so many options that it's a luxury right now, which sounds crazy to say for ECU's offensive line.
Well, I hear you.
Well, I mean, when have we ever been able to be like, do we put this guy here or here rather than who is going to play here?
True. I see your point. Shirley, Noah Brown is from PFAFF Town, our favorite place. Puff Town?
I think it's Pufftown? Pufftown?
Pufftown.
Pufftown?
Yeah, I know we talked about it on the show one day.
It's close to Winston-Salem. I know that.
But I just noticed he's from there. Any other guys? Robin Vanderlaan, you mentioned him. He looks like one of the guys for your Netherlands soccer team with that name.
Yeah, he's the big dude. I saw him at one of the camps this year. He's a big guy. Keziah Everett moving to offensive line.
Yeah, Mount Everett, and seems like a project. Maybe.
Yeah, I think a backup probably this year, but still another guy who's a redshirt freshman eligibility wise.
I love what Kywan Phillips is doing with his hair.
Yeah, Kywan Phillips, man, yep.
Okay, sorry, Key.
Kywan, he's got
with the hair. He is at least 6'10", 6'11". It's going up.
He's the guy they project to play tackle.
Okay.
We didn't talk about Walt Stribling, another young offensive tackle who got some playing time last year. They brought in Isaiah Foote, is a guy who has
Maryland.
Out of Maryland, who we talked about whatever day it was.
Yeah.
He's a guy that I'm also high on long term.
And Hampton Ergel liked one of my tweets recently, so I like him too.
I like Hampton Ergel's size. Richard Pierce is a guy that I like as a first-year kid.
By the way, all these guys we're talking about now, freshmen. So
yeah, I mean, the COVID deal has made all of them have basically 4 years of eligibility remaining outside of Fry and Bailey.
Do you want to go through your Sean Bailey deal?
Yeah, you said earlier, how long have we been talking about Sean Bailey? So that made me pull up his 24/7 Sports profile, and we have what is the 24/7 Sports timeline, where we can log coach visits, offers, etc. So Sean Bailey, who is entering his 6th year as a Pirate, taking advantage of the COVID rule. We have been talking about Sean Bailey since January 8th, 2016, when the Pirates offered him a scholarship. Now, on January 20th, 2016, Scotty Montgomery, Jeep Wade, and Antonio King visited Sean Bailey at his school.
They called that the trio. When those three guys got on you, you were done to Pirate Country.
Clearly, it ended up playing out that way. Now, that same
Antonio King was here for 3 weeks, it seemed like.
Hey, he was brought in to recruit, and he recruited Sean Bailey.
There you go. He got his man.
Cincinnati.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Coaches from Cincinnati and Purdue also visited Sean Bailey that day. So they saw Scotty Montgomery go in there like, you know what, we can't let Scotty Moe and Antonio King take this guy.
And what did Scotty Moe do? Went 2-0, beat NC State, flexed up the crossbones. Everything was going well.
And before we got to that point, Sean Bailey officially visited Cincinnati on January 22nd, was committed to the Bearcats.
He ain't going to play for Tommy Tuberville.
He was not going to play for Tommy Tuberville, but he was going to play for Scotty Moe because he visited ECU January 29th, and he ended up committing to the Pirates a couple days later.
I wish we had the behind-the-scenes footage of that one, Igo.
He signed with the Pirates on February 3rd, which is that behind-the-scenes footage you're talking about. And then on May 30th, he enrolled at East Carolina.
We got it. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to remember to look that up and see if we could find the moment Sean Bailey faxes in his paperwork. And Scotty Moe says, we got another one.
It's a big one right here.
And this does about as fake as you can reaction to all that junk. All right. Good stuff. Sean Bailey. Boy, there's some blast from the past. Really like Jeep Wade.
Jeep was awesome.
I asked, too, I go off the air, how many O-line coaches had he been through? I thought it was going to be 5 or 6, but only 3 you came up with, right?
Jeep,
Don Mahoney,
and Steve Shankwaller.
And Shank. So, not terrible. You said the D-line coaching has been a little bit more erratic.
D-line, you've had...
I miss Robert Prunty.
Yeah. So you
I don't know. You mentioned him when we were going over the names earlier.
You've had Deke Adams in 16, Robert Prunty in 17,
Rod
Wright in 18, Jeff Hansen in 19.
Wow.
And last year was Roy Tesh, and he's back.
Did anybody... Who was the first one he said?
Deke Adams.
Was he one and done?
He was one and done.
So who was before him?
Yellock in 15.
Man, I miss him.
Legit.
Where's Yellock now? Is he coaching? He's a scientist. He should have helped us out with the gasoline.
He's a chemist.
He's a chemist. He should have helped us out with the gasoline thing.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You had 6 defensive line coaches in 6 years. This is the first time they've had the same D-line coach.
And you know what? We got a bunch of D linemen too, and we will preview that next week. What a segue there.
Well done.
I'm excited. I want to know. I feel like I might be wrong. It's going to be like the O-line, where are there set positions right now, or is that still to be determined? A lot of guys could go either way there as far as starters, backups. So
my goal by next week is to officially find out how to pronounce Rick
D'Abreu / Debreu. Debreu?
That's how the coaches say it sometimes.
No way it's Debreu. I mean,
it rolls off the tongue better with D'Abreu.
I think so, but like Bobby Abreu, I feel like that's why people say it.
Yeah, probably so.
But Bobby Abreu didn't have a D in front of his name.
That is true. Did not have the D. Igo, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
What do we have to look forward to in Hoist the Colors this weekend?
Just dropped our new podcast today, Quarterback Position Preview, where we talk over
Good stuff.
And actually completely different from our conversations.
Good. Got to mix it up.
Yeah, and a lot of recruiting stuff, as always. Opponent previews. We're doing our transfer expectation pieces where we're diving into what we expect from all the transfers coming in.
I like that.
Baseball talk. Bryson Worrell coming back.
Good news.
Which is good news for a lineup that is losing, quite a bit of proven production, proven commodities.
Proven commodities. The phrase of the day. That and interrogation. We will take a time out. Well, we figured out what you were trying to say. Instigate. An I word. So, you know what? You were close. Shirley, take us a break. We'll come back. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Scooter going to join Troy D and I, Scott Rogers, to talk about all the Greenville All-Star teams who are winning state championships and advancing on. Talk about that. We got a giveaway. Open up the booty bag. A lot to go. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium, and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games, and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttech@greenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
A car wash experience like no other is here at the new Tommy's Express. You'll enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride through our bright, inviting wash as luscious foams and soft cloths treat your car like new. After a final rinse, wax, and blow dry for a beautiful spot-free shine in just about 3 minutes, help yourself to our free vacuums and mat washers. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
You've worked hard to start your business and working even harder to make it successful. And that's why it's important to have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from Select Bank and Trust. And as the business world throws you curveballs, we're here to be responsive to your needs. Our team of local bankers can make local decisions and cares about you, the customer. Get the business services that are right for your business today with Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC.
You demand perfection. That's why you drive the perfect car. Okay, maybe it's not exactly perfect, but it's perfect to get you to Domino's for their perfect $7.99 carry-out deal. Carry out any 3-topping pizza or a 10-piece order of wings, smothered in delicious sauces like hot buffalo, garlic parmesan, and honey barbecue, just $7.99 each. Demand the perfect carry-out deal at Domino's. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
This is Dr. Phil Perdue with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. My colleagues and I recognize how difficult this time is for everyone in our community. We continue to see patients during the week while taking precautions to keep everyone safe. Our extended care clinic is now open on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so you can avoid the emergency department for your urgent orthopedic care. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
It's bow time. It's the same song, different tune. The family debates dinner, but all you're craving is a double serving of aspirin. So drop a big bow box on that pack of picky eaters. Cause when you can get 8 pieces of chicken with 4 made-from-scratch biscuits, 2 fixins, and tea, dinner's easier than hitting mute on the group chat. Bojangles, it's bow time.
In studio today with Messi, also known as Isaac Callis to his friends and family, YF3.
I come to F3 because it's really fun, it's really challenging, and I get to be challenged and pressured in a good way by me being the only 2.0 kid here going against the grown-ups, seeing what I can do, and I just come to have fun.
One letter, one number, F3. Learn more today at f3enc.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. E&S Hemp Company is the premier CBD store in the area. E&S Hemp has helped hundreds of people with joint pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more. They only sell the safest, purest, and most beneficial hemp products on the market. Visit them today on Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue or online at eshempcompany.com. Let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. A big hour it shall be. We'll make you a winner. Open up a Pirate Radio booty bag. Also, talk to Scott Rogers, better known as Scooter. Talk about all the winning that all of the Greenville Little League All-Star teams have done over the last couple of weeks. Troy D alongside for the ride in hour number 3. How you doing, Troy?
What's up, man? We're going to interrogate some people?
We're going to interrogate Scooter.
Or instigate stuff. What was it, Chandler?
Oh, boy. Chandler not happy.
Oh, he is giving you the stare down.
You were right, by the way. He did mean to say instigate.
Yeah, it came out interrogate.
And not interrogate.
Y'all need to instigate him. Instigate him.
A great moment from hour 2 of today's show if you missed it.
Never know when I'm tuned in.
We will, did you take anything away from our football preview?
Actually, it was
or
good.
was it all about
No, you and Igoe did a nice preview, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I liked it. I hadn't thought about the offensive line. Like when you gave your rundown, all the guys that were hurt.
Yeah.
I thought that was well done, Cliff.
Yeah.
Actually.
A lot of issues.
Hadn't thought about that.
Yep. Something to think about.
Yeah. How do you think the O-line will be? That's such a crucial part that goes under talked about, by fans.
Yeah. I am not. I think it still is going to be a weakness for this team. We shall see.
Yeah. I got to be honest, I missed the Mullis interview this week where you were trying to be funny. Was that this week?
Actually, that was Chandler.
Oh, it was Chandler trying to be funny.
I am funny.
What were you trying to be funny about, Chan?
Well, he knew so much about the pitching coach for
Joust.
It was Joust for Pete Alonso, who ended up winning the home run derby. And we were talking about how he was the most valuable player or most valuable pitcher in the home run derby.
We talked about this guy. Mully had like
and Mully knew
everything
about him. I said, "Well, did you go to church with this guy, Mully?" And in Mully fashion, he goes,
"Was that supposed to be funny?"
I thought that was funny.
It was. It was very funny.
Mully has a good sense of humor when it's on his terms.
Yep.
he doesn't appreciate anyone else's sense of humor, but he does have a good sense of humor himself.
Anytime I get him to chuckle a little bit, I celebrate.
Yeah,
because I know he does.
You're not that guy.
The last thing he wants to do is laugh at one of your jokes, Troy.
I know, but Mullis is like kind of fun, like dry funny.
He's hilarious,
But he never wants to give anyone else credit for being funny.
In the wrestling business, they call it a no sell.
Yeah,
when like you get hit and act like you didn't.
Yeah.
He no sells
and
a lot of jokes.
Whenever you do have a good joke and he kind of grins a little bit, you can tell it kind of pains him.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, kind of like you. If someone else does impersonations, you get like me.
I don't mind other people impersonating.
You get a little defensive a little bit.
No, I don't.
Listen to his voice right now. Did you hear that raised pitch? That little angry right there.
I love hearing other people do impersonations.
He thought he had an angle on the impersonations on this show, and other people do it, and he gets upset.
I like to take a tinkle.
Do you do a Giannis?
No, I appreciate his honesty, though.
I had to take a tinkle.
Listen. I thought that was a lot of times at these press conferences, you don't get straight up answers.
Yeah,
he could have said anything, or he gave a legit answer. He had to go to the bathroom.
Had to take a tinkle.
Yeah.
I like to take a tinkle.
It was an interesting way to put it. I don't think I've said take a tinkle since I was like 3 years old.
He said he was trying to be polite. I guess that was a polite way to say it.
How else
swinging dingers?
Yeah, could have gone that route too.
Well, that's taking a tinkle.
This is our short segment, Shirley.
This is short. That's what she said.
So let's take a time out.
Killing me.
So short that the bumper ran out of you
twice. We will talk to Scott Rogers when we return. I got a question for him. How many All-Star teams were there in Greenville Little League? How many are still playing?
6, 1.
All right. Look at Answer Man over here.
Yeah.
Well, no need to call
Scooter.
You got Mr. Little League sitting right next to you, buddy.
Who knew? We'll still call Scooter when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
Coach Rick Smith. I was a high school coach for 10 years. I love high school kids. And the kid he didn't have a father.
Right.
His mother worked 2 jobs to try to make ends meet. And he was a great kid. She was a great girl, his mother. And I knew where his head coach wanted him to go. And
do you think Linville Joseph was your biggest and best prize recruit you ever landed? Probably. At any school you were at?
Probably.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud. The Pirate Radio Podcast is powered by White Claw Hard Seltzer, proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage.
Weekends are made for AJ McMurphy's. Start your Sunday fun day at AJ's. AJ's is now serving brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and a build-your-own Bloody Mary bar. Enjoy your weekend with live music on Friday night and Saturday night with no cover charge. And you can catch all of the MLB and ECU baseball action on AJ's TVs. See you this weekend at AJ McMurphy's, Turnberry Square at Bells Fork, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory ever. Brand new Adidas is arriving daily, along with Under Armour, Columbia, and Russell Athletic. UBE is loaded with cargo, and new items are being added daily to PirateWear.com. Be sure to check out our children's store, The Crow's Nest, for all of your young pirates. UBE and PirateWear.com, an ECU tradition for 50 years. Go Pirates!
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now is the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
You can paint these pitches purple!
Classic sports moments never get old, and neither does classic food from CPW's. CPW's classic menu is back with all of your favorites like tortellini CPW's, Cajun chicken and pasta, classic lasagna, the garbage pizza, the stromboli, calzone, Atlantic salmon, the Cajun fried shrimp wrap, and more. Start every meal off with your favorite beverage and CPW's fresh baked bread and garlic butter. CPW's, serving classics in Greenville since 1995. Stanton Square near the hospital.
Bostic Sugg Furniture in Greenville has been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1937 and been a proud member of the Pirate Club for over 45 years. We offer top name brands featuring Lazy Boy, Kincaid, Rowe, as well as a large selection of furniture made in America. Our factory trained sales staff has over 100 years of experience and offers free in-home design service. Visit our website, BosticSugg.com, to shop 24 hours a day and follow us on Facebook for unique special offers. Compare and you will discover why Eastern North Carolina has been coming to Bostic Sugg Furniture for over 70 years.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
We are Eastern North Carolina's football program. In time, we will be North Carolina's football program.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back, and the Tarboro River Bandits are back, and you can come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. They're only 20 minutes from Greenville, and the River Bandits have a beautiful stadium, family and kid-friendly atmosphere, good food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer in the East. For more information or to purchase tickets, go online at TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you on a hot Thursday in Eastern North Carolina. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt producing. Troy D alongside in hour number 3. Troy D, welcome back.
Good to see you again, Clip. Toasty outside, but I like it. I'm not complaining, only making an observation. You know me, I do not bitch about the heat.
Okay, nobody said you were. Just saying it's hot outside.
I'll clear the air on that. But just came from Clark LeClaire.
Oh, yeah? Did you get a few swings in?
I watched the kids.
Swinging dingers?
Thank you, Shirley.
Dingers. Tyler went 4 for 4 today, and Bryce was, I believe, 3 for 3.
Speaking of good numbers there, speaking of dingers, Bunch.
Yes, Parker Bunch.
Bunch.
I know we got a big guest lined up next, but we got a bigger guest coming up Monday, 5 o'clock. I don't know if we've talked about this publicly yet, have we? I know we talked about it behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Parker Bunch, the kid who's just here to hit dingers at Cliff Godwin CG23.
Oh, dear.
I was going to say, I got something stuck in my throat.
I went to Billy Godwin's camp.
No, I was going to say, I saw a Billy Goat the other day, and I got sidetracked, but... Anyway, I was talking about Cliff Godwin baseball camp.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have the audio from him?
No, we have a guest on the Fixed NC Live line.
So Parker Bunch is going to join us Monday at 5 o'clock, live in studio.
Tyler is on a hot streak because when we talked to Cliff Godwin on Monday, you said that Tyler had went 4 for 4.
Yeah, he's been crushing it. Yeah. Now, granted, they're not pitching it, 90 miles an hour, but he's having a lot of fun out there.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
It's not Gavin Williams throwing to them.
No.
For those wondering at home.
Well, some might. A lot of the players are out there, but they,
Some might think that Gavin Williams is pitching to your Little League kid.
And hitting him
Seth Cadell was Bryce's catching partner.
Again, it fascinates me the things you think people think out there.
All right. Speaking of Little League, Tyler is a Little League alum. Speaking of Little League, let's go to the Fixed NC Live line and talk to Scott Rogers, also known as Scooter around town. Scooter, welcome back to the show.
What's up, Troy? How are y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Good to hear from you. All right, let's quickly. I was talking to one of the ECU baseball coaches that is obviously lives in baseball world for collegiate. And he said, "Hey, man, I've been trying to follow the Little League team out of Greenville." He's like, "But man, explain it to me. There's so many Little League teams." He's like, and they all seem to be doing good. So Scott, listen, for someone that's listening that doesn't follow Little League or doesn't have a kid in the league, they're just kind of a casual observer wanting to know. It's my understanding, there's one league and you have 2 divisions. Each division has an all-star team. And out of those divisions, you have 3 different age groups. So there's 6 all-star teams. Out of those 6, a lot of times the 2 teams from Greenville, Tar Heel, North State, end up playing each other for a state championship or in that division. So you can only win 3 state championships a year. If Tar Heel wins tonight, it's my understanding in the 12-year-old division, this will be the 3rd state championship this year. Has Greenville ever won? Have they ever done a three-peat before?
They have. The last one, to my knowledge, was in 2017. Tar Heel won both the 8 to 10-year-old and 9 to 11-year-old state championship, and also North State won the 12-year-old state championship that year, and then they ended up eventually going on to the Little League World Series, and also both those 2 younger Tar Heel teams also won both of the tournament state champions that year. But that was the last three-peat to my knowledge. That's definitely the last one that since I've been involved with GLL.
12-year-old still in play, coached by Corey Scott. Corey, a regular on this program, also ECU baseball alum. I call him Coach Horseshoe because he did it again the other night. It looked like they were dead, and he comes back from a 3-run deficit and to win the game on a walk-off.
Ended up winning in 9 innings, right?
Yeah, extra innings, and Little League is only 6 for folks that, once again, don't pay attention to Little League. They're on a roll, and they got to, even if they lose tonight, Scott, they get to play one. It's a double elimination tournament, right?
Correct, yes, and they have not lost yet. They are undefeated in the tournament. They are playing Winston-Salem National tonight at 7 o'clock, and Winston-Salem National has had to come through the loser's bracket. They lost, I believe Winston-Salem National got a first-round bye, but they lost their first game, so they have had to come through the loser's bracket and play every single day to get here. So they are definitely a hot team, but Tar Heel does have their best pitcher, in my opinion, back on the mound tonight in Parker Simo. He came in and pitched in the game against Wilson on Sunday to shut them out. Tar Heel got that win 1-0 against them. But definitely looking for a win tonight, and it will be an exciting win, too, because that would mean Greenville is heading back to Warner Robins, Georgia in the Southeast Regional Tournament and just a few wins from Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and this is the only team that can advance that far. So this team, if they win tonight, they win the state championship, move on, as you mentioned, to the national regionals in Warner Robins, Georgia. They win that. And I think a neat caveat this year, Scott, even if they lose that, but they're the runner-up, it's my understanding they still go to Williamsport because of COVID restrictions. There's no foreign teams coming into the United States this year, so each regional will send 2 teams. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Both the champion and the runner-ups from all the regionals in the United States will advance to the Little League World Series this year because there is no international team. That is the case for both baseball and the Little League Softball World Series that we're hosting here in Greenville this year.
So obviously Corey Scott and company want to win tonight, go ahead and win the whole thing down there in Georgia. But with the runner-up going as well, how many wins, Scooter, do they need down there in Georgia to at least secure a second-place spot and a trip to Williamsport? Do you know?
I believe the number would be 3 to get to the championship game. And there is a big advantage, too, of winning the championship just based off of schedules and stuff because they are scheduling them, obviously, by, champion and runner-up. So depending on, who the champion and runner-up would get in Williamsport, there is a big advantage depending on who the champion and runner-up is, in my opinion.
And seeding and how they, where you get placed in the tournament in Williamsport.
Correct.
Yeah. You mentioned the Softball World Series coming to Greenville next month. How is that? I know there's been a lot of activity behind the scenes with that as you guys get ready to prepare for that. Will that be? I've heard mixed things. I've heard fans may not be allowed to attend. Has Little League made a decision on this yet? Is that final? Will fans be able to attend these games at Elm Street Park?
Right now, there is no general public tickets. The way they are doing it is each team is getting 250 passes. This is their policy for all regional tournaments and World Series. But right now, all teams will get 250 passes to disperse to whoever they want to, and that is right now the only people that will be in attendance.
So it's unfortunate because I know a lot of people in town were looking forward to going out there and showing a great crowd in Greenville, lining the fence, and the optics would have been awesome on ESPN. Now, are those rules in place for Williamsport too?
That is correct. Yes, that is the policy for all the regional tournaments and Williamsport and Greenville.
All right, so that's some news right there because I was talking to some people that were planning if Greenville makes it back to Williamsport they don't have a kid on the team. They were going to go like last time.
Like you and Rick Smith?
Well, I was media, so I would still be able to go. But yeah, and I could probably get Rick in. But there will be no general public entrance available, right?
Correct. That is the case right now. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's going to be that's a little heartbreaking for a lot of folks.
Stinks.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing, but obviously next year, hopefully we'll be able to open it back up, and then obviously welcome all the international teams to Greenville as well. But we're very excited for this year. Obviously, we got to do a couple of different things with COVID in there, but we are very excited to be hosting this year, and obviously in future years as well.
What's the status, Scooter, of the field transformation there at Elm Street Park, Stallings Stadium? How is that going, or is that complete? Still work to do?
It will start on Monday the 19th is when the field conversion will start. I know they were doing some basically normal maintenance today, top dressing the outfield, aerating, those sorts of things. But the big field transformation will take place on Monday, July the 19th.
How much is Brian Weingart's freaking out about that?
He is not freaking out one bit. He is very excited because he is getting a brand new infield every single year.
All right.
I was like, there's got to be something in either.
What's the catch?
Either that or he's on an edible or something. There's no way he's calm about this. All right, but I'll take your word for it, Scott. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to Scott Rogers today.
Today?
That is correct.
Yeah, there's a little inside info. Happy birthday, buddy. And I was stunned, Clip. I always thought Scott was like 40 years old. I was stunned.
Oh, yeah.
A young Scott Rogers. How old are you today?
I am 21 today.
21?
That's nuts.
Going on 41, I'm telling you.
You were 21 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, 21st, and I am in Atlanta right now, going to a couple Braves games this weekend and looking to have a fun time celebrating tonight.
Awesome.
They grow up so fast.
That they do.
Wow. I thought the dude was like 40.
Well, he's been like working,
I know.
it seems, since I don't know how Weingart's got away with the child labor laws. With,
I guess.
Scooter.
Well, your first few years you were a volunteer and probably didn't get paid, so maybe that was it.
That's correct.
There's ways around everything. All right, and then speaking of Little League, we're gonna, you might have heard us mention on the intro, we're gonna have Parker Bunch. And if he was one of our teammates on Eastern Plumbing, so I know him as Park Dog, which is his nickname. He kind of got a little viral fame from Nolan Knight from Channel 9 when he interviewed him at Cliff Godwin's baseball camp. Parker's this funny little kid, great heart, and you've seen it. So we're gonna have him talk about his newfound fame and talk a little Little League baseball with Parker Bunch on Monday. You'll have to tune in for that.
I will absolutely tune in. Parker is a great kid, comes from a great family as well, and that clip showed or summed up Parker Bunch perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah, just here to have fun and hang out and play third maybe and hit dingers.
Great way to go through life.
Yeah.
I like it.
We start our day now at Pirate Radio with that clip,
It gets us motivated to win the day.
Some people, some people have a team prayer. We play Parker Bunch to start the day. Was that supposed to be funny?
Was that supposed to be funny?
Thank you, Molly. Scooter, have fun.
Not for Scooter.
Yeah. Scooter.
Is this thing on?
Hopefully, no more Braves will get injured while you're down there, and hopefully, the Little Leaguers will go to Georgia to see you here soon, I guess. When would that start? If they win tonight, Scooter, when would the tournament in Georgia begin?
It will start August the 6th is when they start.
Oh, wow. That's a long layoff.
Yes, very long layoff. The softball regional starts next Saturday down there, and I will be in attendance for that whole tournament as well. So looking forward to the game tonight, and anybody out there listening, if you want to watch, the game is being streamed on Myers Park Trinity Little League's website, which is mptll.org.
And I will say, I've watched some of these games. They do a great job, by the way, with their broadcast, I thought.
They do a great broadcast. You won't does not cost anything to watch it.
You don't have to sign up. It's very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. Yes, and it's broadcast, too.
All right, awesome. Scott, appreciate the update on the success that the Greenville Little League All-Star teams are having, and I'm sure we'll talk with you again soon.
Yes, sir, Troy. Thanks for having me on.
All right, take care, buddy. Enjoy your time in Atlanta. All right, there he is.
Happy birthday to Scooter.
Scott Rogers, better known as Scooter, although we probably crushed a few people with some breaking news. It was almost like Negative Shirley's desk there with the people can't. We just confirmed, I'd heard that, but I didn't want to talk about it until we had some official capacity.
Yeah.
This is Little League's decision, not Greenville's decision. I know the folks involved with the committee are very upset about this, disappointed, I should say, that the general public will not be allowed to the softball World Series, which is going to be hosted at Elm Street. And I didn't think about Williamsport.
Same
but that
deal.
is, I was like, wow, they're not going to have one set of rules for one World Series and not the other. And sure enough, no general public tickets, no fans available other than the families, I think, though each team, he said, gets 250 tickets. That's going to be tough for a lot of folks.
And you're right. I mean, it has kind of become a made-for-TV event, so you'll still be able to watch it on TV.
Absolutely.
But you're right about the optics out there at Elm Street Park, Stallings Stadium, how awesome it would look, and hopefully we can have that in the future where fans can go and pack the place.
Yeah, I mean, I really think, it's not the North Carolina rules. This is what Little League's decided.
Yeah.
The restrictions here have been lifted. So, Little League being a little overzealous as far as in my opinion.
I kind of already knew that they were not going to allow spectators because I've actually applied to be a PA announcer for the Softball World Series. And some of the information that they emailed to us had those restrictions already in place. I was hoping that it would change just simply because of the fact that a lot of the restrictions got lifted in a lot of different places, but unfortunately they have not.
They sent me the credential form for the media pass, and I saw the same stuff, but I was hoping that maybe that had changed. But we got to pass a background check, though, Shirley, so that's still in question with you.
No, I already passed my background check. Yeah, they're still waiting on yours.
Yeah.
But
mine has not been approved yet. They're doing extra checking.
You know what? They just looked
they
at
they have to do a deep dive with yours, buddy.
I could be in trouble this year.
They just looked at the front ground check. I didn't even need to see the background. Like,
Was that supposed to be funny?
Yes, Molly.
Let's go back to his days at the elbow.
Difference is I'll laugh at your jokes, Clip.
Thank you, Troy D. I appreciate it.
I'll give you a
That's
laugh.
supposed to be funny.
Yeah, that was supposed to be funny.
Steve Hill pointing out you're double fisting today, Troy. You getting hydrated over there?
Yeah, well, he said double fisting unsweet tea.
Is that true?
Close, Steve. You are incorrect.
Okay.
That is not true. I am.
Let's play Guess What's in Troy D's cup.
This is a rare day that I do have two cups up here. Clip and I actually sharing a Sheets cup.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, you have a Pepsi in yours.
That is correct.
Wow. Right. I just was judging from like the remnants on the lid. That was my guess.
You're good at this.
What do you think is in my Sheets cup?
Well, I'm going unsweet and Parker's. Unsweet tea and Parker's. Would that be correct?
Hold on. This is interesting. Currently, no, you are not correct. But earlier today, when I was at lunch, you would have been correct. But currently, right now, you're incorrect.
I didn't know you as a soda guy.
Is a diet soda of some sort?
Currently, inside my Parker's cup.
That would be a Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi.
Wow.
Correct.
Okay.
And then what's in my Sheets cup?
I mean, I've been burned by this guess already, but I'm going to go unsweet tea.
Wow. No Sheets.
What?
You are correct.
Oh. Okay, good.
I want to take a tinkle.
Unsweet tea in the Sheets.
Troy will definitely be taking a tinkle during the break.
And then I picked up the boys so what happened was I had the Sheets cup from this morning with the unsweet tea already on my desk. I only drank half of it, and it stayed inside, so it didn't get really too hot. I went to Parker's for lunch today, and I had drank all the unsweet tea. I had to pick up the boys at baseball camp from ECU and Cliff Godwin's deal, dropped them off at the house, and then refilled the cup with a can of Diet Pepsi. That is how it went down, Cliff.
There you go. The full
now you know
story.
The rest of the story. As Paul Harvey used to say.
What an upset. No unsweet tea in the Parker's cup.
Yeah,
that is very
but it was. I drank a full pitcher and a half at Parker's today.
And what's he going to do during the break, Shirley?
I want to take a tinkle.
I got to go take a tinkle.
Maybe a couple.
Let's open up the Pirate Radio booty bag right now and make somebody a winner.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
You gonna instigate it now? Or interrogate it?
It's like looking at Chandler's face when you say that.
He is completely ignoring you right now.
Let's interrogate the winner.
Shirley.
Which is outstanding, by the way, Chandler.
What are we giving away today?
Lunch for two at Tiebreakers.
All right, great call.
See, Shirley gives me the eye roll. Chandler gives me the stare. It's like y'all are related in many ways.
The blank stare.
This is what happens when you're not in the office. I teach him these things.
You're like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well,
and then Chandler is like the Jedi.
That week that she was gone and he was in Shirley's chair.
Oh,
he started to
did you hear about this?
He transformed into you, Shirley.
There were some eye rolls from me and some stares, and they were like, "Is it the chair?"
Audible sighs.
He started huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Grasshopper, I'm so proud.
Thank you, Master.
He was totally had a Shirley on.
He did. By like Thursday, Friday, the end of the week, it was.
Oh, that's great.
All right, what caller are we looking for?
Caller 10.
Caller 10, 317-1250. Lunch for two at Tiebreakers on the line. We're back with more after this.
Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly, because grilled to order makes a sub above. At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh, because slice to order makes a sub above.
To some, that may just sound like ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But to a Bud Light legend, it's a signal that says it's time. Time to dust off the barbecue tongs and load up the cooler with 37 Bud Lights and an assortment of dips. Because it's time to take back all the fun we've missed. Welcome back, Bud Light legends. Let's take summer by the coolers. Cooler up at BudLightLegends.com. Enjoy responsibly. 2021 AB Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Ready to travel and take a trip this summer? Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has recently added more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, everyone can get a free smartphone, whether you're a new customer or not, with no trade-in or hidden fees. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
This is East Carolina head football coach Mike Houston, and I'm proud to announce that our ladies clinic is back this summer on July the 30th. This evening will provide a behind-the-scenes look at ECU football and a chance to meet the players, coaches, and their families. The evening will end with an entertaining dinner and social. Sign up today at MikeHoustonFootballCampsLLC.com. We look forward to seeing you there. Go Pirates!
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Stephen Igoe. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. And congratulations to Steve Hill. Picked up lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Who'd you say won?
Steve Hill.
All right, Steve will actually be on the show tomorrow because we're doing our Friday football fan preview during the 3 o'clock hour, previewing every team. We talked to Brian Meador and Greg Pierce a couple of Fridays ago, previewed the Cowboys tomorrow. We'll preview the Washington football team as Tony Dunn will be here talking about what's happened in the NFL this week, which unfortunately has been a couple of domestic disputes, one involving Richard Sherman and one involving Dwayne Haskins losing a tooth in a battle with his wife. So we got the bad side.
What was the one that happened at the in Vegas?
That was Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were there for a wedding.
Yeah, the hotel. It's a swanky hotel. I've been there before.
Weddings do get emotional.
I just went blank on the name.
It was all about the social outings that
across from the Aria.
Marriott Marquis?
No, this is in Vegas, not Atlanta.
Do not know.
Oh man, I just
But
went
now
blank.
he is,
They got the huge chandelier.
I will try to find the story for you, Troy.
Cosmopolitan. That's it.
Okay.
It happened in the Cosmopolitan.
Yep, that's where they
that
were.
place. That's a bumping place. Happening place.
Yeah. Unfortunate story there.
Well, it was bumping.
Yeah, well, too much so.
Man, police were called. Oh, okay, 2:30 a.m. I thought it said p.m. I was like, man.
Yeah, but 2:30 a.m. in Vegas is like
2:30 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's a good point.
It's like noon here. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
It's like when everybody's out.
So, yeah, we'll get into some of those stories tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Troy, I do have some Carson Wisenhunt audio.
You do?
We can play real quick.
Let's do it.
He was interviewed by Darren Vaught after his performance last night. Had a great performance once again for Team USA. We talked about it earlier with Malcolm Gray, and he talked to Darren Vaught after the game, and here's how it sounded.
Darren Vaught here with Stars starting pitcher tonight here in Princeton, West Virginia, Carson Wisenhunt of East Carolina. Carson, you threw 3 innings, struck out 4. It's your second consecutive good outing for Team USA. Start broadly for me here. What's the experience been like for the collegiate national team?
There's no experience other than, it doesn't compare to anything. All these guys are just great to be around. Like, we have fun, and we're just trying to come out, compete, and enjoy every minute of it.
So you came into this experience, obviously, not having played a lot of these guys, not having pitched to a lot of these guys. What's been working for you? You're 6 innings in. You've given up just the 1 run today. You didn't surrender any. You struck out 4. It's been working pretty well.
Mostly, I haven't faced like many of these guys at all. And I'm just trying to attack the zone because, they don't know what I have, and I don't know what they have. So I'm just going to try and fill up the zone. And if they hit it, they hit it.
So these guys are players from a little bit of everywhere. Like you mentioned, a lot of them you haven't faced. A lot of them you haven't played with before. Have you learned anything? Are you going to be taking things back to Greenville when you get back to the Pirates at ECU?
Most definitely. Kind of the biggest thing for me is kind of going off of these guys. I know these are the best hitters that are out there. So if I can get these guys out, I know I can get anybody out. So I'm just going to continue to do what I do, just fill up the zone and try and attack everybody.
Well, we're looking forward to at least a couple more outings of you doing what you do in a Team USA uniform. And then obviously we'll get you back on your way with ECU and expect great things there with the Pirates going forward. Good outing tonight, and thanks for the time.
Sir, thank you.
Carson Wisenhunt, who could be in line to be ECU's Friday night ace in 2022, Troy D, with Gavin Williams moving on to Major League Baseball, and he is having a heck of a time right now with Team USA.
Yeah, that's awesome
Great to see.
Yeah.
And we're following current and former Pirates playing baseball this summer, both in the summer wood bat leagues and also in minor league baseball. Alec Burleson, another homer last night.
Yeah.
As he has absolutely been killing it.
And Cliff announced somebody's coming back.
Bryson Worrell will be back in center field for the Pirates next year.
And that's like getting a new recruit in many ways.
Yeah, he went undrafted. He's got the tools, just hasn't had the consistency yet in his career, but we know what he can do in the field.
It's good for ECU.
It's huge to have a veteran presence and also what he can do in the field. And we've seen, look, if he squares one up, it's going 450 feet. He's just got to get more consistent at it. But that's a big... it's not a pickup, but as you said, it kind of is like a pickup. Big returner for the Pirates coming up next season.
Absolutely. A little bit.
Well, big bit.
More
bit.
Big bit.
A little bit.
For sure.
What else is going on in the news? Shirley, you gave me a video. Did you hear yesterday's show where we talked animals with Bryce Williams?
I missed that.
We had the zebra cobra story a few weeks ago.
I remember that.
Yesterday we had the story of the pig letting out an African cat.
The part I heard with Bryce is when you played the interview we had with Cliff.
Oh, yeah. And he talked about the coaches and leaving.
So I missed the animal talk.
Do we have an update to the story? I know you tweeted me something about it, Shirley, but a pig helped a cat escape a petting zoo.
Oh, I saw the headline. I didn't read the story on that.
Yes. Give me 1 second and I'll pull it up.
Sometimes I'll see the headline. I'm like, I just don't feel like investing that much in this story. I'll read the headline and move on.
Yeah. It was an exotic African cat escaped from the zoo.
And the pig opened up the enclosure.
The pig helped the cat escape. Chris, listener to the show, chimed in that the woman that owns this petting zoo, he saw her recently, like walking around a store with the kangaroo in the store like it was nothing. Like it's one of those people. Not no offense, but if you're walking around with a kangaroo in public in a
how
store,
big is this kangaroo?
It's like a baby kangaroo.
Oh, baby kangaroo.
I should have added that. It wasn't a full size.
So it's
kangaroo.
like a baby monkey almost.
Should have put it like in a pouch. I think, like
well,
a
doesn't it have
kangaroo.
its own pouch?
But the kangaroo can't get in its own pouch.
I guess not.
It needs a human pouch to get in.
What stores let you walk around with a kangaroo?
That's a great question.
I mean, that doesn't seem like that's really condoned at many stores that I shop at.
I mean,
okay, I got the video. I'm getting ready to pull it up here because it's on my phone.
If you roll in a food line with a baby kangaroo on your chest, do you think they're like that's okay? Like that's not okay.
If you're crazy enough to own these animals, then you probably are crazy enough to think it's okay.
But you need to keep that animal at home.
I mean, I don't want a ton of government in my life and signs everywhere, signs. But do we need a no kangaroo on every store building?
I mean,
now?
I think basically you don't need to bring a monkey.
Yeah.
In the food line,
How about domesticated animals?
You don't need to bring them either, unless
Dog,
you're
cat.
blind and you have a seeing eye dog.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But even these with the emotional support animals, I mean, I think that gets abused.
Well, everything does. That's true.
But no, you don't see. I don't think you should be bringing animals in the stores.
Yeah.
No.
You don't need to take your baby kangaroo shopping.
No, it's not a person
at the mall.
It's an animal.
Yeah, that it is.
Do we not agree?
We all agree.
Did it have a diaper on it? Because it's not like these things are housebroken.
That is a great question. They just let it run wild and poo and tinkle everywhere everywhere it wants to. I don't know. That's a good question.
Speaking of poo and tinkle.
Oh dear.
Well.
Oh yeah.
Been any bathrooms lately?
You're listening to our.
Whoop. Sorry.
I want to take a tinkle. Thank you, Giannis.
No, I was driving back from the beach last weekend.
Oh no.
And I was on 70.
Where's this going?
Yeah. Now this could go a lot of different directions.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
It's like a choose your own direction book.
Yes, I love
Turn
that.
the page.
You pick the ending, you choose the ending.
Yeah.
So this is a bathroom story. I'm on Highway 70, headed back from the beach. And everything, it's a lovely day. Sun shining, everything's going good. Listen to some tunes, boys are hanging out.
What tunes you got on?
Good job, Clip. Way to get up.
Sounds of the 80s?
I think, listening to some 80s, actually. Good call.
I don't know what you're drinking, but I know what you're listening to.
I believe I was listening to
the Hall
some
and Oates.
80s. Very likely.
All right.
And then out of nowhere, just driving, minding my own business, plat on the windshield. And it looked like a bird or maybe some type of seagull. I don't know. Like had a major bathroom incident. And it just, while I'm going 70 miles an hour on Highway 70, landed smack dab on my windshield.
Now, a bird weighs.
But like at full speed.
Right, that's what I was
So then
gonna
it
say.
splatters everywhere.
Yeah.
Bird weighs.
Oh, and then when you try to go wipe it off.
Oh yeah. Yes. I almost pulled over to get the car washed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had enough fluid still with, how you have like the wiper fluid or whatever.
Oh,
I had to use like half a thing of that.
Steve says you are. Steve said you could have been listening to Flock of Seagulls while a flock of seagulls were.
Yeah, took a dump on my car windshield.
I went to take a tinkle.
So anyway, didn't know it was going that angle, did you?
No, I was thinking human, but we went back to the
Animal
the
story. Tied it full circle there.
When your car is stationary, you go to it, a bird has pooped on it. Like it's
It's one
not
thing. You're
that
parked under a
huge
tree.
of a deal.
No, when you're going full speed,
Yeah, the
it hits
impact,
you?
the splatter,
it's a little stunning.
the blood splatter. I watch a lot of like cold case files.
Yes.
The blood splatter.
There was a big splatter.
Yeah.
And it did make some noise. So it startles you a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you're mad because you're like, now I got bird crap all on my
Did the kids think it was funny?
They didn't really care. It didn't really register that much with them.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have thought, hey, did y'all see this?
Any type of.
Was that supposed to be funny?
They were too into their
Maybe not.
phones or iPads to care.
All right.
All right, now I found the story on the pig.
Okay, give us an update.
Here it is. It's actually the news story here.
Oh, we're going to hear this audio. All
Yes,
right.
go ahead.
Shocked to see an exotic cat on the side of the road yesterday
It's
afternoon.
happened again in our area. WRL's Keenan Willard shows us how the cat made its escape from a nearby zoo thanks to another animal's help.
This is the pen where an African serval cat escaped from a zoo near Pine Tops yesterday, but he didn't do it alone. Zoo owners tell me the cat was sprung free by the pig who lived next door.
It's definitely crazy. Like, you would not think to pass something of that sort, just driving down the highway.
Candid Cobb was driving her daughter home from softball practice yesterday outside the Edgecombe County town of Pine Tops when she saw a line of parked cars looking at something on the side of the highway.
And then we passed by and we saw that it was like a leopard or whatever it is that was on the side of the road. At the moment, it was like very weird, like, why is this animal here?
She didn't recognize the animal because it was a serval, a species of cat native to Africa about 7,000 miles away from its natural habitat. A few miles up the road, Bobby Joe Abrams got a knock on the door from a friend.
He come and he was like, "This has got to be your cat down here."
Abrams
And
runs
she's
Issa
holding
Zoo,
a
an exotic
kangaroo.
animal park where until that morning the serval named King Sparta had been safe in his enclosure. Abrams rushed to the highway where Sparta had made his way near a woman's house.
So I asked her, I said, "I hate to ask you this, do you have any raw meat, like raw chicken?" She was like, "I do have some raw chicken." She goes in, gets a piece of raw chicken, comes out, and I go, "Sparty, King Spartacus, Sparta." He comes right out, he smells the meat. I put it in the kennel, and he walked right in, and we brought him home.
Sparta's back home in his pen now, but when she was putting him inside, Abrams realized he'd had an accomplice, a pot-bellied pig named Oliver, who had broken the gate open from the outside.
And so he rooted and rooted. That rooter is a solid muscle. He kept on, and he pushed the door open. And so the pig was inside and the cat was gone.
Abrams says the cat was domesticated and never posed a threat, but today she's just happy to have him back where he belongs.
Look, here he comes. Hey, Spartacus. Hey, buddy.
Oh, dear.
Hold on, let it play.
Zoo
Let it
tells me
finish.
they're going to be
Let it
keeping a
finish.
watchful
Hold on.
eye on these two going forward, and they've already separated the pair's enclosures to stop any future escapes. Keenan Willard, WRAL News, Edgecombe County.
Wait, Dave Crabtree say anything?
Nope.
That's it.
That's it.
First of all, I grew up in Raleigh. WRAL used to be the gold standard for news stations. The hell has happened to them? I mean, God, they have fallen off the.
It's an interesting
I'll say
story.
As a non-news watcher, isn't all of it like negative these days? Isn't it nice to have a story like this? Or do you need to hear?
Don't you know, like David Crabtree's an old school news guy. Like when you're going to give me a story about what a pig opened the gate.
Like in the meetings and stuff, they're like, "Hey, we want to do this story," and David's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
We had a thought yesterday that this apparently they have a TV show on TLC.
Yeah, it's called It's a Wildlife, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, these people? do?
Yeah, in North
Yes.
Carolina.
Mhm.
We think that this is like a setup, a storyline.
publicity stunt. I think you're right.
Either that or Oliver didn't want to be bacon and wanted to set Sparta loose.
And how do they know that does she have like video footage of this, like security footage? Or
She
is
makes
this-
up storylines in her kangaroo holding head.
Yeah, I believe this is a made up story.
Yeah.
She seems
I
like
wanna
the Eastern North Carolina Carol Vasquez.
I want to see the video footage of the pig doing this without any assistance.
I thought there was there not a video?
No, there wasn't any
this
video
is
of the
complete
pig.
BS made up.
Have you ever seen a pig root, Troy?
Surely.
Have you ever seen a pig root?
Answer the question.
I grew up in North Raleigh.
Now we're interrogating you.
I'm sorry,
Do
you were
think I
at
ever
Ravenscroft.
Do you think I ever saw a pig root? I don't know
If you've ever
seen
seen a pig root,
cooking one for a barbecue.
if you've
for a
ever
cookout.
seen a pig root, it is totally plausible for that pig to root under a fence and be able to get through to another enclosure.
I think she made it up for the publicity. I'm with Clip Brock on this.
I've seen some ugly, fat Cowboy fan women rooting for the Cowboys. Does that count?
Or they were rooting.
That was my Charles
Was that
Barkley.
supposed to be funny?
Yes,
supposed
that
to be
was funny, Molly.
That was my Charles Barkley ish rant. This cat looks, or these cats.
They're weird. They
species-
stand like people. What the hell is
They're
that?
serval cats. They are
skinny,
domesticated
tall.
cats.
I'm not a cat person.
I believe this was your cat down here.
I don't like domestic cats, much less like these wild ass
African,
cats.
like
no, thank
leopard
you.
cats.
One, I'm allergic to cats, so I don't like them anyway. But they really don't serve a purpose either. I don't think. Like I love dogs. Like dogs are great. Like dogs are. What do cats do? They just linger.
Yeah, but they're self-sufficient too. You can have a cat and you can go away for 2-3 days and
true.
leave food and water, and you
I
don't
know,
have to take them outside and walk them a block and a half
you're
or
either
whatever.
a dog person or a cat person. The
I'm
cat people
both.
I know are a little weird. I gotta be
I'm
honest.
both. I've had both my whole life, so I like dogs and cats.
All right.
Clip dogs or cats? You gotta pick one.
I guess I was more I would get dogs, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, dogs are little furry people. Cats are weird.
All right.
Cats have way more attitude than dogs, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Good way to end the segment. Steve said that woman sounded like she was Bryce's kin. I could hear that. Had a little twang in there.
Dang.
And dang.
I got to see the video.
Cat down here.
So she had her baby kangaroo clinging to her.
Apparently,
No. It wasn't clinging to her. If you go and look at the video,
She's holding it like a baby.
She at one moment she's holding it like a baby, but you see her put the kangaroo in this little pouch thing.
Yeah, she did have a pouch.
She just picked him up and just slung him in there. I was like, wow, that's not how you handle a kangaroo.
Great
but
publicity stunt. I give her credit. It worked.
We talked about it 2 days in a row.
And other places are probably talking about it. And
Yep.
she got
by
a
the way,
story on
that zoo
WRAL.
is in Macclesfield.
The Big Five. She got a story on the Big Five.
David Crabtree is
David Crabtree, a once respected journalist, is now covering.
He probably after the lights went off and they were done with that segment, he was probably like, "We aren't ever doing that again." You hear me?
I can see
You're not that
you.
guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Take us to a break, Shirley. I could see you doing one day a career retrospective with him. Like you've talked to people like maybe the Steve Hardy beach party guy.
Yeah, sure.
Like you've done interviews like that over the years.
Yes.
I could see you talking to Crabtree one day
about their careers.
Yeah,
Correct. Yeah,
and then saying like, was it a sign that it was over when you did this story?
Once Crabtree announces retirement, like in the next few days, I'm telling you,
Because of the story.
We'll see.
And it's like college basketball coaches. I don't like how this transfer portal's
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I don't like
how these stupid stories are going.
I'm out of here.
You might be onto something.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, we'll take a break, come back, wrap it up after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 GMC Terrain and save over $4,000 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelves and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
E&S Hemp Company in Winterville is your premier CBD store. At E&S Hemp Company, they have helped hundreds of people just like you get relief from joint pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more by providing you the highest quality of CBD products available. E&S Hemp Company has a great selection of only the safest, purest, and most beneficial hemp-infused products available, from honey, tea, coffee, candles, and more. E&S Hemp Company, Fire Tower Road in Winterville, and online at eshempcompany.com.
If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has a saltwater heated pool, perfect for athletes with ankle and knee injuries, that will allow you to start training and running sooner during the recovery period.
This is Dr. Shondell Jones, and you deserve to live well. Call us at 364-2806 or visit kptonline.com. Go Pirates!
You've worked hard to start your business and working even harder to make it successful. And that's why it's important to have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from Select Bank and Trust, and as the business world throws you curveballs, we're here to be responsive to your needs. Our team of local bankers can make local decisions and cares about you, the customer. Get the business services that are right for your business today with Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC. In studio today with Cold Cut, also known as Tony McKee to his friends and family. Why F3?
I come to F3 because it's family for me. My biological family, they're way out of town, and F3 has been a family, no joke. The fellowship and the camaraderie and being able to hold each other accountable, that certainly is important for young men that come our way. So I'm glad to be able to be a part of someone's life. And sometimes church is once a week, and F3 can be every day.
One letter, one number, F3. Learn more today at f3enc.com.
This is assistant football coach Drew Dudzik, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report. The Dow was up 53 points. It closed at 34,987. The NASDAQ, however, was down 105 points at 14,794. The S&P also dropped 14 points at 4,360. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip Rock.
Harold Varner III will start his Friday 6 shots behind Louis Oosthuizen, who is in the lead, but a great day. Louis Oosthuizen. But Harold is shot even par today at the Open. Awesome. Great first round for him. So see what he does on Friday.
We're hoping to talk to him next week.
That's right.
On the air.
So we'll tentatively scheduled.
Man, did we finish strong? And by strong, I mean the last commercial break.
Great.
That might have been the funniest 3 minutes of radio that never aired. God, we were entertaining ourselves.
It's like a Greg Giraldo roast.
I got a cramp laughing so hard.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we do. It would be great radio. The conversations and laughs that we have, but we could get into a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Troy D, we'll talk to you again on Monday.
Look forward to it, Clip. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we'll reconvene then.
All right. Well, I'm going to do another show tomorrow.
Yes, I will see.
I don't think Troy thinks we have shows when he's not here. He thinks this show is Monday and Thursday at 5 o'clock.
That's not true. I just meant like on the air, I won't see you until Monday. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow here at work.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, we do have a life outside of the show.
We'll be here 3 o'clock on Friday for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Until then, so long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation